walking down the street. That's like he's walking down the street and you take his lollipop and just start eating it. That wasn't yours.
Oh, first off, lollipops are delicious. Whoever got one, I'm taking
But
it.
that's not fair.
What flavor was the lollipop?
Charms with it.
What flavor was the lollipop?
Grape Charms.
Grape sucks.
You
I don't
know
like
what
grape.
it's like.
Of course I
Why
do.
ask me?
I want
You know
cherry.
what color? You know what color the lollipop's gonna be?
It's going to be orange?
Grape
Oh my god.
with bubble gum inside. Grape gum inside.
At some time, you gotta find some time for the grease story, you know, man? Like,
Oh my
straight Crisco.
lard.
Lard?
Lard.
That's so bad.
Lard.
gross.
Oh my god.
Buckets of lard.
This is the strangest intro we've ever had. But
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
great.
It's going. Go ahead.
Lard.
Is this lead
Fine.
time, or are we actually...
No, we're keeping all that. It was
Welcome.
on while you're doing that.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Lard. It is lard.
So welcome back to Retro Games Plus podcast.
It was
We're a little-
lard, Russ. You don't understand.
You don't
Mike-
understand what
Mike is in
Check him
absence
out.
this
He
week.
was only 50
That's Mike. That's Mike right there. Can't you tell?
But I did bring another Kevin. We got Big Kev on this week. And
like
he's
it.
got a whole bunch of stuff. He brought a few bags of goodies we're going to be showing off. We're going to do a whole good segments with him. But we're just going to jump into what we're playing real quick just to get updated.
I'm going to be last. This is weird.
You go last this week.
I don't like this.
I'm not playing too much, honestly. I'm playing Metroid Zero Mission on the Game Boy Advance.
Because everyone beat Fusion but
Because
me.
everyone beat Fusion this month. That was our game
What
of the
me?
month. So I went on to Zero Mission. Mike got stuck, he told me. He's in some
I had
point
to help him to this morning.
where he couldn't get anywhere.
He didn't listen to me when I said, bomb. You play Fusion, right? Mm-hmm. Bomb the walls. It's literally all you do. Get to every room, throw a bomb in the wall. Oh, look, there I go.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's not very intuitive, but
No,
yeah,
it's
that's
bomb the wall.
that is
I can't remember if you get power bombs in Zero Mission, though. I think it's just regular bombs.
No.
Yeah, no, it's just regular bombs, because it's basically just
The
a
first one.
report of the first one.
Yeah.
So.
Nope.
But so I've just been playing that, and I played a little bit of Mario Golf on the 3DS. That was my
That's fun.
platinum award for Club Nintendo.
Don't you feel special? You
So-
earned that platinum reward.
It was
You
pretty
gave him
neat.
so much money and you got Mario Golf.
I guess it's better than nothing. I still have to open up
It's
because I
actually
did
not
get Earthbound on the.
Is it still sold out?
Oh, I don't know. I checked. That was funny.
So dumb. It's
The
sold
digital copy sold out for a few hours.
Of
Really?
what?
Earthbound.
Because they didn't generate enough codes.
No,
So, like, they-
Nintendo does not. I don't know if we've ever pressed this enough, but Nintendo does not have their stuff in order.
No.
How do you run out of digital
It's
codes?
not that they don't have it in order. They just want a supply and demand. You don't understand Nintendo. Listen,
You can't
Nintendo.
supply and demand a digital game.
Listen, Nintendo does that to people to make them drive them crazy. They've been doing that since they came
Absolutely.
out. That's why they cornered the market, and that's why they still corner the
That's
market
why. That's why
in
Russ
some
was
ways.
talking to his mom. Like,
like
Mom,
the
can I
fact
get
that they're
Super
even
Nintendo?
still surviving?
Right, because they know how to market.
They got money.
That's part of marketing. The carrot.
They did Daniel
And the carrot shaped like Mario.
Exactly.
Well, it works.
It's me.
It
Prime
works.
example.
Carrot Mario.
He drives a mushroom home.
Yeah.
Are you playing anything, Big Kev, at the moment, or kind of caught up?
I can't
He's just
wait
looking
to
at
hear this.
his
I
shiny-
can't wait to hear this.
I'm really not. Man, I'm all over the board, man. Just the other day, me and my son was, we pulled out the Atari 5200.
Okay.
And
Why?
I was chasing down criminals on Keystone
Keystone Capers.
Capers.
Okay.
Nice. That's a reason, I guess. So
Yeah.
you have sticks that work then.
Yep.
They
Listen,
He's
work.
probably got a closet full of them.
listen, those things were notorious for breaking, but for some reason, man, mine still work perfectly.
Yeah.
Since the day my mother bought
You're
it
gonna
for
get
me
home
back
and
in
now you're gonna
1983.
Kevin, what'd you do?
Oh, I'm telling my age.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's
83. Oh, excuse me.
93, 2003. You're fine. You're
Oh, my
22.
God.
No, I was born way before. No, I was like 10 when I got that system, like 12.
You're giving them the additional math. They're gonna find out your
everybody
age
do the
now.
math. Yeah, I'm not lying. 83, I was 12. Okay. How old am I? Question of the day.
Leave down in the comments below.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a jelly bean raffle. Whoever gets it right or closest to gets a $10 card to Denny's.
That's what?
I ain't giving you that. I never said that was him.
Kevin's,
It's on Kev.
Kevin's favorite game home is look at all my shiny stuff on the shelf. Look at all the things I have.
Oh,
I
God,
like this.
Yeah, I'm kind of a freak with that stuff.
We'll get to
Yeah,
your
but
bed.
yeah.
What about you, Rick? Then what you been playing?
I actually just bought the what was it, Xenoblade Chronicles for the 3DS.
Oh, the 3DS. That's right.
It's a solid port. I mean, it's a good game, but unfortunately, you can really tell they had to dumb down a lot of the stuff.
That's
like
fine.
Oh,
the
no kidding.
environment.
Even with because it's I was
The
going to
whole
say
Wii game.
it's not essentially a new 3DS game.
Yeah, no, it's
not
actually a Wii game, but they ported it.
You can only
to,
use it on
like,
the new
Wii.
3DS.
Oh, you could only use it
Yeah,
on the new.
can't use it.
So
Only
it's not
on the
using
new
that
3DS.
extra hardware we
It
paid
is.
for.
Yeah.
No, you are using
So
it. but,
far, they have no other games that are announced for the new 3DS,
Mhm.
so it's very possible that the whole reason why we did that whole switch to get a new 3DS was for the face tracking and this exact game.
Speaking of,
So-
remember you and me had a little discussion about how the 3D was really much better.
Yeah,
So I take half of that back. I used the 3D.
it's never full thing.
No, no.
But go ahead.
I used the 3D.
Ego
It looks a
over
lot
there.
better, and now I never use it again. I'm over it. So back to what you were saying. Go ahead.
But
You
you really don't give a darn about games anyway. You just
I like
to,
the 3D.
You like to beat them and that's it.
I like the 3D.
You're not a collector. You just want to beat the hell out of a
You're
game.
right.
You're a game bully. You just like to beat up games. You just like to beat up games.
That sounds like the best handheld ever made. The Game Bully.
Come here, you RPG. Get out of here.
Yeah, I don't have time to 100% anything.
So other than that, are you playing anything else? Or just kinda...
Yeah, actually, I really want to talk about this. The new Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, that's right.
Can we talk about this? That game
Talk about
is
it.
so solid.
Okay.
They learned so much over the years from Mortal Kombat 9 to 10, and they learned a lot of the things that worked with Injustice.
Injustice, yeah.
And they took a lot of the same elements that did work from that game, and they threw them into this one,
Yeah.
and it makes a beautiful.
They got rid of a
Beautiful
lot of the
thing.
bad stuff.
Combination.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you
That's
playing
a
it
good
on?
statement right there. That's true.
Yeah.
Xbox One or PS4?
PS4.
Okay.
It's a beautiful game. It runs incredibly well. Everything feels fair. It feels
I'm
strong.
behind the 8 ball. Did that come out yet?
It did.
Damn, I'm behind the 8 ball.
You got to check this one out because I'm telling you, it's very, very solid. The hits connect. Like it feels like you're actually in control the whole time. It's not floaty
It's
at
a
all
good
like the
feeling
last
game.
one was.
Really?
It's a really good feel to it. More importantly, who played Mortal Kombat 9?
I'm going to have to pick that one up.
Mortal Kombat 9, the last one before this
I
one.
did not. I told
Okay,
you, I'm behind
they
the 8
had
ball.
a
I'm
thing
not even
for.
gonna lie.
They had
I
a
think,
thing.
I think 2 or 3 was the last one I played.
Good.
Mortal Kombat 9 was okay in some aspects, but they took.
It was great.
It was all right
That game
at
was
best.
That game was great.
Felt pretty floaty. A lot of the fatalities were way too complicated. Here we go. We got they were
like 3 buttons.
Shh, baloney. All right, here. The coolest thing is they had a thing back in Mortal Kombat 9 where you go up to tombstones and you pay an amount of money of the not your real money, Mortal Kombat coins that you get
Combat
from fights.
coins.
And you would
Combat
spend it,
coins.
and then you could unlock another costume for a character
Really?
or a whole nother fatality. That was cool. That was something they
They
took.
give you a different fatality?
Yeah, they'll give
Yeah.
you a secondary fatality you can
That's
perform. A bunch of cool
That's
stuff.
real hot.
Different moves, different looks. You might also get concept art, and you get gypped when you get that.
Yeah.
But you just.
This artist worked real hard on it, and Rick's just like, art.
Well, yeah, I mean, because some of it's just like here's Sub-Zero if he didn't have any armor or no coloring. It's like a guy who's
Come
just
on.
standing there going.
Oh,
It's like,
God.
okay, I'm gypped. Come on, moved on to the next thing. Anyways, Mortal Kombat X made an amazing, cool thing where you didn't just go up to tombstones in some kind of weird menu and break them and get the content. They made a whole nother game inside of Mortal Kombat,
Yeah, that's hot.
which is a dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Where you are unlocking these tombstones the same
Yeah,
way
you
you
said it
did
was in
before, but it's in a
first-person view.
first-person
Yep.
like dungeon crawler. You press forward to go forward, the whole
Yeah.
kind of
That
thing.
sounds pretty hot.
And you would collect Mortal Kombat character weapons and items
Yeah.
to progress further. So there'd be like a drawbridge that's held up by a string,
Yeah.
and you would throw like what's his name, Chef?
His hat.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. Yeah, Kung Lao's hat, and it would
Okay.
cut the rope, and then the bridge would come down. It was a cool little game inside of Mortal Kombat, and
That sounds hot.
it's just a very good feel
that
to it.
sounds hot.
I think they did everything right with this one. The only problem I have, and I'll throw it to Kevin after this, games got to stop with the DLC stuff.
Oh, I got
It's
lots of Sam Mortal
shoving itself. Like, you get to the
We-
main
we-
menu of this game,
we
and it
talked a
goes.
little bit.
You go single player, you got multiplayer, and right up top, there's a big friggin' thing just flashing. Yo, buy Sub-Zero metallic version, or Goro, or pay, and then you go to the DLC page, and they have one DLC for Mortal Kombat. This game has been out for how long?
A week.
Yeah, like a week, and it has a $30 DLC pack where you get 4 characters for $30. They want you to pay $60 for the game and an additional $30 to get the
Four
rest
more
of the
characters.
content that
I
could have been
got-
in there in the beginning.
Why would they stop though?
Because
Like I can sell you a hamburger, but if I can sell you with cheese,
and lettuce.
For like half the price of the original burger?
Hey man, I can't help that.
That's
man.
ridiculous. That's too much.
I played much of this Mortal
great
Kombat
business.
Yes.
nonsense over the past 2 weeks, and everything you said about it gameplay-wise feels great. Lots better fatalities. I got a lot more wrong with it than that though. I was telling him, we keep people left out. You can't play as noob. Can't play as Baraka. I think Kano you can. I take that one back when I say before.
Did you play the story?
I was playing it with it. I get that it's
Can you do
explained.
Baraka?
No, you can't be Baraka. You
How
can
about
you can
Kano?
fight Baraka.
Kano, yeah.
I think you get Kano.
Kano,
But like,
please.
no smoke. And I get the story, what they're trying to
Are
do.
you
with it.
blowing smoke up?
No, because he's not there. He's not there.
Pring! There you go. You gotta.
But like, the thing, there's a lot of key characters left out, and like I was fine with it for the story wise because I was playing it with Adam, and then they started talking about. I saw an article. They're going to introduce more DLC about playable characters, and who do you think those characters are going to be?
Oh my god.
Baraka, Noob,
Yeah, people that should have
Smoke.
been in the
But
game.
they know what people want to
But
bribe.
the point is,
That's
like,
why they didn't give them
those
to
are
you. They
Mortal-
want you to pay for
But
them.
those
Yeah.
are Mortal Kombat, like, key
Essential,
characters,
yeah.
man. And the thing is, and there's going to be an inevitable, like I was talking with you before, there's going to be a Game of the Year edition where all that's going to be free. And I can
But
see
you
it.
know that.
I know that.
But the millions of people don't realize
That's the
that.
thing.
They're not as smart with the game.
They
as
want
you.
it now.
I get
Slick
that.
gamer.
But how many games
People
come
are
out
not
with
as slick as you
Well, I'm
can.
saying, how many games come out and it's like complete edition? Like,
They're watching this
6 months
video
later.
right now, and they're going to go over to the little thing that pops up, and it just goes, buy the DLC
Yeah,
for this. You're
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Yes.
I can, like, the second I got, started playing that game, I felt like, I was like, this is a good game, but I'm missing like a quarter of this game. I felt it.
They
Like,
want you to pay for
Mostly from the story. The story was really short.
well, once I got to the story, I was like, those characters are you're gonna have to buy those characters. I can, right when I saw Baraka and you fought him in the story, where he had his own little life bar and everything, I'm like, you're gonna have to pay for Baraka, aren't you? Like, I felt it. And then I got to the character thing. This is like just a me complaint, so if you like it, good for you. You pick a character, and normally in any fighting game, you got your character, you know the moves, right?
Right.
In 9, that's how it was. All the moves are the same. This one, if you pick Sub-Zero, there's Cryomancer Sub-Zero, there's Unbreakable Sub-Zero. He's got all these different movesets.
That's bullcrap.
And then the moves are different depending on which moveset you pick. So I master like Cryomancer Sub-Zero, and then I actually hit like Unbreakable Sub-Zero. Now it's got a whole different moveset. I'm like, I don't
And you
know.
got to learn it all over.
Yeah, you gotta learn like all three. I mean, like, granted,
Unless you pick one.
yeah,
and
you
just
pick
master
one
on
and
that
get to
one.
it. But like the thing is like that. I don't know. I didn't like that. But the actual fighting of it feels so good, so good. I'm not getting it one until I get a PS4 first, and then once the complete edition comes out, I'll get it. It's not like Mortal
Wait it
Kombat,
out.
but
That's
Yeah.
all.
Oh, you're not alone, man. I
No.
don't own a PS4 either.
I'm not sold
He
yet.
does. But my son
It's coming out on
does.
PS3, so I'm gonna wait for that one probably. But
It's his. It's not mine.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get my hands on one though. And I'm gonna get
I'll
Batman,
get one
and
eventually.
I'm gonna get.
I want
Mortal
that Dragon
Kombat.
Quest Heroes. You see that?
Yeah, I heard about
like
that.
Dragon
Didn't
Quest.
see it really. Didn't get a chance to.
It's like Dynasty Warriors Dragon Quest.
Okay,
I like
that's the PS4's version. That might be a keeper one day.
That's essentially everything I played was Mortal Kombat this week and Metroid Fusion, but
Do you
almost
think?
done.
Do you think PS4 will spawn some gems?
Maybe.
You know,
Gems
one
like
day if people
some-
pay big money for a copy of anything off PS4.
No, they're trying to slowly milk you into digital. Nah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to
That's
be a thing.
over,
That I think
Surgeon
that,
Simulator. I played Surgeon Simulator again. That was great. That's
Yeah.
what I forgot. Game's great. You ever play that?
No.
It's like it's purposely bad controlling
is it?
game.
What is it?
You play as like this floating hand that's a doctor, and you do like heart transplants on
actually
people.
do the surgery.
You control
You have
like
to go on- you can't. That's not a video. That's not
oh, it's a
for-
video game.
No, it's a video
like,
game.
He literally,
Yeah, it's on the PS4.
yeah.
You
You
take the
literally-
controller,
you got, like,
and
what-
as you move the controller, that's the wrist.
Yeah, and you
So
like
you
go
have to
in.
control this hand with the controller.
It purposely controls bad, so you get this like hammer, and you're just like kind of like hitting this guy's ribs, and you like rip him out, and he's
No.
like bleeding.
Yeah.
and, you like open the heart, you're like
This
there's
is a
there's
really
a new
cool
heart.
game.
Like
Is it built into PS4?
no, you got to download it. It's like a
So you can
$2.
download it.
It's one of the downloadable
Yeah.
games, but I think
Yo,
the last
just-
there was
just
a
go
Steam
wa-
sale that was like 99 cents.
Yeah, if you get on the computer or something, just go look it up. You're gonna be
I
like,
got
this
it.
is
What's it called?
Surgeon Simulator.
I got it.
It's great.
That's
I
a
told you,
really
I
good
am
game.
so
You have
behind-
to like fumble around the controls and then like turn on a computer somehow to
I'm
learn the
so behind
controls.
the eight ball, man. You
Yo.
guys are like.
I'll show you a video.
You guys are like today. I'm like yesterday. That's the point.
It's the fashion, I can tell. Oh snap, burn.
Oh, what were you talking about the fashion?
You talking about my Hawaiian shirt, and my hat?
I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
I know you are.
He looked like he just got right off the set of Pulp Fiction right
I mean,
now.
I got off the set. This came from. Where did this come from?
Bradley's.
No. No, it
Nice,
actually
good
came.
story there.
No, it actually came from. Damn, I don't know.
Babbage's.
Who cares?
Sandwiches.
I'm just naming every retail store that went out.
Caldors.
Caldors.
No, the one that's still over there.
Coles.
No,
No, Coles?
no. Oh, Burlington Coat Factory.
Burlington Coat Factory.
Coat Factory.
Got this from
The old
Burlington
Sears.
Coat Factory hat.
I think it's time we look at Kev's magic
So-
bag.
Fair enough. We'll
I
move
played
over to
stuff.
Kev and see what he brought.
This is one of my.
Woo! Look what Kev brought.
One of 3 copies that I have left. This was.
Well, you got to tell them what you told me and Rick before.
Okay, I'll make it short and sweet. This is the Conker's Bad Fur Day. This is a sealed copy.
So
Yeah, it's factory sealed there. I see the edges.
I got 3 more left. I had
see
about
the seal
25 of
here.
those things, and I'm going to tell you something. They were in a discounted bin at KB Toy Store.
Yep.
Around 1998 or so. I walked into KB, and BFD was meant nothing. It was in a bin being discounted.
Yeah.
I walked up to this bin and I couldn't believe. I loved this game. I had just, you know why I was so pissed? Because I had just bought this game like a couple of weeks earlier and spent like
60
60
bucks
bucks on it.
Yeah.
And then now it's in a bin for like, you ready for this? It was in a bin for $4.98 a copy. For some reason unknown to me but from God, I dumped a bunch in my shirt like this. I walk up to the counter, I throw them all on the thing there, and I made 2 trips back. I bought like 15 one day and went back and bought another like 10. And that lady said, "Oh, you must really love Conkers." I said, "No, I just got a feeling about this one." She says, "Well, what if you're wrong?" I said, "What if I'm wrong? I only paid less than $5 a copy."
You know,
Sure,
you know
yeah.
what made me sad? He was telling me which KBs he went to. It's right down the street from me.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was just too
But
young.
you was too young to even
I
do
didn't-
that, man.
Yeah, my parents would look at this and be like,
Yeah.
"No, nope."
Yeah, I
My-
never got to play
My
Conquerors
parents can
growing
actually
up.
read, unlike most parents nowadays that seem mature. They're like, Grand Theft Auto, that's fine for my kid, whatever.
Let me tell
That's
you
fine.
something. I'm down to 3 because I sold those bad boys, and it paid my rent plenty of day. It
Nice.
paid my rent plenty of day. We're gonna move on because that's one for you right there.
Wow.
Show that.
Mega Man X4 on the Sega Saturn.
See, I went the cheap route. I got the
Cool
X
games
collection.
here.
This never came through the store. I don't think I've ever
Little-
seen it.
Little
No.
Activision disclaimer sticker still on there.
Which
Oh,
one?
this is a good. Yeah,
So-
we
so
got
don't-
one in the
I think
case
you
in
do
there.
that
Do we?
Yeah.
But it was missing the manual.
What is this?
No,
Like,
it had the manual.
Radical
The
Rex.
art- the
oh,
art-
the back. The
Well,
back.
why,
We're
why is
missing
this
the
so
back.
like? Why is this so like sought after? What's the deal with this? Do you even know?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I hate
It's
when
just-
games got no good story to go with
It's
it.
just a cool platformer.
me see that
It's one of those
first.
timeless platformers that have just went by the wayside. It was actually a nice game,
Shred prehistoric
and it just
pavement.
didn't get the respect.
I want to say I have it on Super Nintendo. I think it came out.
So
Yeah,
wait, this is
it
not
came
Super
out,
And it was
Nintendo
like
too?
$8.
Yeah, it came out on.
But
other
on Sega
systems.
CD, it's like a $150 game.
That happens often. One system will carry the same exact game, and actually some
Well,
be
it's
even
like
better.
X4.
Yeah,
PS4, PS1. It's like how much? Like 20 bucks?
not
maybe?
even as much as that one.
Nah,
that one's over $100 right now.
It's crazy. Crazy.
This is
crazy.
my hood case
Yeah.
to a, because you know.
Looks like
we-
the
that's what we got-
looks like a Stop and
Now
Shop
that was
rental
better,
case.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the hood
Oh.
case to the
That was
Flintstones at
awful
Dinosaur
idea.
Peak.
I'm like half paralyzed
And I'm
right
gonna
now.
tell you why.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you what's so crazy about this.
Nice.
The cover, the box and the booklet
Yep,
cost more to obtain than the cartridge.
that's
Oh yeah,
right.
because nobody kept them. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
I
have
s-
the manual up there.
Yeah.
I
the,
saw
the
a
water
box.
damage manual.
An empty box and a booklet for that go for over $2,500. Sold.
Wow.
And people were fighting over it too. It wasn't just one schmuck in the back bidding on that. It had about 20 bidders going at it for that box, that empty box, and a book for that.
You know what the thing is? Like,
That's why I got a case.
That's
people,
why you
I
got
saw a
it.
couple
can't
of videos
afford.
on this.
I can't afford the booklet.
It looks nice on the shelf.
I saw a couple of videos. This doesn't look that bad. Like it actually looks like a pretty decent game. You know, for
It
what it goes
is.
for, no. But
It was. And I play it sometimes. I haven't played it in a while, but it is actually a good. Fred kind of, on that game, you know why it's so cool? Because they added more mechanics than the other one. Fred actually can, he does more tricks with Barney and stuff. Get your minds out the gutter. He does that Lion King hang
yeah.
Oh yeah.
when he pulls his fat self up on a cliff. I'm like, Come on, Fred. You know you can't really do that, man.
Sure you can.
All that beer gut
No,
wings.
it's a cartoon, man.
Them pterodactyl wings.
They got elephants that give you showers in there.
You ain't living yourself up.
These I know
Right.
nothing
Some-
about.
He's on
TurboGrafx.
TurboGrafx 16.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit every system.
Oh my
I never seen the boxes to these.
Yeah.
No, I never see boxes.
See, the interesting thing is with these,
This one's 90% sealed.
yeah, it got a tear right there.
Ruin it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Ghost Manor
So what is that? Do you know
and
that
Dead
game?
Moon on the TurboGrafx.
That's a very rare shmup for
okay. Yep.
TurboGrafx. Really cool right there.
Alien Invasion.
I mean, the graphics were cool.
Everything on turbo shooters. I feel
Yeah, the
like.
graphic. Yeah, they were the master of shmups. Here's the one that's gonna make people just go crazy, probably. That's
Oh, there it
that's
is.
my
Yep.
baby.
Panzer Dragoon
Panzer
Saga on the
Dragoon,
Saturn.
Maggie. Panzer
Six beautiful discs.
It's 6? I thought it was 4.
I think it's 6.
Dragoon. It's
Jeez.
actually
Let me see.
4.
It
Is it 4? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't lie to
Yeah.
me, Russell.
The one I got was 6. Jamaican Jim sold
You
it down
had
at
the
the Boulevard.
bootleg.
They came on these white discs with Sharpie on them. It was weird marketing back then. This is
Nice.
right there. That's the game I want so bad for Super Nintendo.
Mr. What? No.
I've never heard of this one.
Mr. Nuts, man.
Mr. Nuts.
Come on. You play as a squirrel going around.
It has nothing to do with Conquer.
No,
This-
it's a squirrel going around gobbling up, his acorns for the winter. Nothing weird about that.
Did you hear the sequel? They made a rare sequel to that.
Yeah, it's called something else though.
Enter the Scrotum.
Aww.
Is it?
No. Give me that,
believe it.
Kevin. Grab your acorn sash and embark on a puzzling adventure to the freaky forest.
believe it.
Did you believe?
I heard the Kickstarter was started for
Oh yeah,
Enter the Scrotum.
yeah. Indiegogo campaign. We started it. Support us. Oh, this game looks so cool. I want this.
No, you could obtain it for about 100 and something bucks.
No, I just want the cart. I don't want your box. Like,
Oh, you can get the cart for like.
No. It's
40
40.
bucks,
But you
40
know,
bucks.
no, it's like 40 now. I tried
Is
to go.
it?
Yeah.
That
It went
cart
up.
singly was like 25
That's
bucks.
what I'm saying.
tops
It
before.
went up so
Free
crazy.
shipping.
Yeah, it went up crazy, man. I went to
40
go.
bucks.
I went to go
That's
buy
highway
one.
robbery.
I went to go buy one. And it
Go
was
buy a
like 40.
Famicom and get it for like $10.
First of all, I will
Sure.
buy it for Super Famicom.
Look at a Famicom. All those cartridges like $10,
I probably will.
and they look
honestly.
better for some reason.
Oh my
Oh, Carlos.
God,
We didn't have Carlos on the show. If
Carlos is not wrong about that. Take a look at the Super Metroid box art, and then look at the Super
Oh,
Famicom
I thought
box
you-
art. The Super Famicom box art looks like a awesome
No,
like.
the
Sorry,
box
dude.
art looks better. I thought you meant the game itself.
The
looks
game
better.
itself, their
All right,
graphics,
all right, Carlos.
for some reason,
Calm down.
the Famicom makes their graphics better than the Nintendo.
It looks the same.
No, it doesn't. It does not. There's more colors or something.
It's the controller. You're looking at the controller. like,
No,
oh,
the hell with the
place.
controller. It's the game. I'm telling you.
Oh,
I
man.
believe
I've
you.
already done this comparison,
I
dude.
know.
I'm a Nintendo freak.
I believe
He's
you.
got he's got
Alright,
stuff
what is this
lined
here?
up at home.
That is,
Oh, okay.
that is actually, let me tell a little story about that. People vary on that. They say it's Japanese, but it's in English. It's
That's
an
in
English game. It was sold in the United States.
What's with all the Japanese writing?
Blockbuster
They're saying
exclusive
it's a
direct from
Blockbuster
Japan.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Final Fight Guy.
Yeah. You had
on
to
the
go
Super
to
Nintendo.
Blockbuster and get that. That was an exclusive. It's all there. You can pull it out.
There it is.
See, well, I don't. That's like the prime example of how Capcom just milked people for money back then. Because they're like
You
they
just
said,
play as Guy.
well,
yeah.
they said Final Fight came out. They're like, oh, we couldn't fit all 3 characters on the cartridge, and
No,
then
but
like,
this one is just about Guy. Like,
yeah, no, I think you
Used
could
to
be
be-
Hagar and Guy.
I think you can be another
Yeah.
character on there. But
And but they were saying like they couldn't fit all 3 characters, and then Final Fight 2 comes out, they may fit all 3 characters.
Basically, I think
They got no issue.
Following Guy or something.
No, I think you just play as Hagar and Guy in that one. That's all. Like, I think they took Cody out.
This is an interesting one right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically, something.
You gotta tell me about this.
This is basically it's fun. It's just like it's Donkey Kong, but you're not Mario. You are Pauline.
That's official.
And I'm gonna tell you something else that's key about this.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Donkey Kong for Nintendo? I hated Donkey Kong for Nintendo because they left out the Pie Factory.
Yeah,
I was a
that's in it.
fat kid. I like pie. They left out the Pie Factory. Pie Factory's on here.
So
And now
that's
this,
official.
is that the one that the guy made for his daughter?
This is not official. The guy made this for his daughter
Oh, okay.
because she
I
was
thought this
like,
was, like,
"Oh,
brand
I
new."
don't want to play as a guy all the time. Why can't he be a little girl that saves her boyfriend?"
Yeah.
This guy went in the dungeon and made
He made
Freaking-
Donkey
so those-
Kong
so
where
those
you
are-
play
those
as
are new.
he
Pauline.
made Pauline
Rescuing
do the jumping
Mario.
and rescue Mario. I
So-
said, then I gotta get me a copy. That's genius.
Oh, so that's recent then.
This is just a copy, but they're very expensive to acquire one of these. People won't let them go for less than $65, $70. Just like this, no book, nothing.
It came shipped in a
Just
Ziploc.
Yeah, I kept the Ziploc the guy gave me.
You play it or no?
I have not played it.
I was
yet.
gonna say, does Pauline control different at all? Like she
I
had
have
the peach
not-
float or something?
I have not played it yet, but I saw it being played. I gotta hook my Nintendo up. That's the first game I'm playing.
Nice.
And I saw it being played, and it's actually nice.
I wonder if Pauline got the peach float.
I was
from
kind of
Mario
mad
2.
at Nintendo as a child because they did not include the Pie Factory.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, why Nintendo? Why? You know,
There's no reason they just did it.
But listen, even the 8-bit Atari home video.
Coleco one got it too.
No, Coleco doesn't.
I thought it did.
No.
I thought that was one that was like
I'm gonna
known
tell
to
you
have
which
it.
one has it. Remember the Atari computers?
Yeah.
The
Those are, yeah.
the XZ, the little
Got it.
carts.
Those got it.
That one had the Pie Factory, so why couldn't Nintendo do it?
And they
If that
never
little
really
cart
gave
just
a good
put
reason.
The Pie Factory on there. There's no reason why.
They never
Nintendo-
had a good reason why they couldn't.
No.
And then you know what? I don't
To
believe
cut
them.
costs.
Cause yeah, probably. But you know the Game Boy Donkey Kong, where it's got like all the original levels and then like 8 worlds you can go to.
That's
I'm like,
right, yeah, I
You can
saw
fit
that.
all of that in a little Game Boy card. You can't put a Pie Factory on the NES
No,
card.
you can't.
Here we go. He's
Can
dropping
you-
the mic.
Can you read Japanese?
Yeah, that says
Cha-ching.
Getinu Tugashin de So Dracula.
Okay, translate it back to English.
Russ, I'm gonna leave you with this one.
Dracula.
This is Castlevania Dracula X.
Rondo of Blood.
That's right. That's what I wanted to hear. I love that title, The Rondo of Blood.
I don't even know what a rondo
I don't even
is.
know either.
It just sounds like an action star.
Here's his cousin that dropped the ball big time.
It's
I really
a
Oh,
slightly
there we go. Dracula
Drop the
X on the
ball.
Super Nintendo.
slightly downgraded
dropped
version.
the ball. That's if you play Rondo of Blood,
That's a CD, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
that looks like an Atari game
Really?
compared to that.
You can get the.
now you can get this on the eShop for like $10.
Yeah, now you can. But if you get the PSP remake,
Okay.
that is like the best way affordably. I should
Oh,
say.
the PSP.
Yeah.
Yes, they have
because
that
they got
one
a
too.
remade version and then you can play the original.
Oh, okay.
They got like 3 games on there.
Well, Symphony of the Night's on it too.
Symphony is like
Symphony-
3 games on there.
Dracula X and Rondo of Blood's on it.
Yeah, it's like
And
3
it's
games
like
on
it's
there.
like
That's
oh,
a
it's
pretty
so cool.
powerful little PSP card.
Well, you got to remember, like,
Well,
back, like
disc.
that little disc is like, you know, back. If you showed that to people back then, it would have been like, "What do you mean you fit a whole game on that little thing?"
They
Tell me
fit
your
3
wizardry.
games on that
I
one.
need your secrets.
Yeah,
Cerberus.
they're
and Terror.
cousins right here.
Nice.
7+ stages. That's it. There's 7 stages in this game.
That game.
Or is it like
really,
7-1, 7-2, 7-3?
I was really all up in that game's behind years ago.
Yeah.
But when I played this is like Atari compared to Rondo.
I gotta play it.
Yeah.
I mean, Rondo is hot.
I got it downloaded, but I
And
can't,
here's the thing: they took a lot of stuff from there.
Yep.
Well, this one was out first, I
Yeah,
believe.
that one was first.
They took a lot of stuff from there, put it in there, but they realized they couldn't fit that.
No.
That's,
Well, you'd rather have it on a CD than a cartridge any day. As much as I like cartridge games, like they're real limited, you know.
life is like a hurricane.
Duckburg.
Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes.
It's
Don't see
a
that every day.
duck blur.
So
Might solve a mystery. Go ahead, keep
Oh,
talking.
rewrite history.
I want to enjoy the song. I want to enjoy the song.
All right, that's your part. You missed
go.
out. See, you missed out. That
Missed,
was
Kevin.
yours.
I was listening. I was
That was
enthralled.
yours.
I was enthralled by
He was
by
doing
the
it in
music.
slow motion. You had all the time in
You
the
had
world
all
to
the
enjoy.
time listening to me say, whoa. How smart
You
you
ever
say,
you
whoa.
ever listen to a song on the radio?
Woo!
You ever heard a song you like? You're just like you know all the words, but you're just like I gotta let the artist sing. You know I was letting the artist sing, man. That's
Fair
all I
enough,
was doing.
fair enough.
So I got this on Game Boy. Do you ever play
DuckTales
you ever
2
play
on
this
the
on Game
Nintendo.
Boy?
Okay. Or rewrite history, DuckTales.
Woohoo.
All right. All right, what?
So Kevin picked it up on the Game Boy because it's
Yeah, so,
cheaper.
yeah, so I got this on Game
That
Boy.
was the
Right?
weakest move
Yeah, I
I
know.
ever
I don't even know what's going on. I was
Do it like the black guy that was singing it in the intro. No, he said, woo.
You ever play the Game Boy one of this?
Huh?
You ever play the Game Boy one of this?
No.
Because I got it on Game Boy. I want to know if it's like the same game. Because Game Boy one's $10.
Doesn't he pogo or something on he
They get pokers in both of them.
Jackhammer.
No, I don't know. If
He's
it's
got
exactly-
new moves on that one. I played that briefly.
Because I want to know if it's like the exact same as the Game Boy one. Because that way, $10. Well, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I couldn't
Knock
really
your sign, Russ.
I couldn't really appreciate it too much because it was too kiddie for me, but I just like owning it. I tried to run through it. But
I played the.
I still haven't played the remaster. Oh, I played it,
so
but I haven't beat
good.
it. The remastered.
It's so good.
That's what I have
love
to
the
go back to.
remaster. That's how you make a game better.
A little diamond. in the
Oh,
rough
there we
with
go.
PS1.
Oh my God.
Shout out to my friend George, because I hooked him up with this when it came through.
Kalima?
G-Unit and Kalima.
Yo! George.
Tronbon on the PlayStation.
Is that what it says? You know, I never really said it right. I
No,
thought it was
it's right.
Tromboni.
Tronbon.
No,
I don't know.
The Misadventures of
how to
Trombone.
pronounce it.
I think Cookie Tromboni, B-O-N-N-E.
Trombone.
Trombone.
So,
Come here.
Get at me, Trebonis.
Yo, give me your digits, Tromboni. She's cute. Look at her winking.
she's like 12, I think, man.
Really?
I don't know.
Nah, she controls
It's
robots.
Japan. She's probably like 34.
Hey, in Japan, they take 13-year-olds.
Now, I never got to play any of the
13?
They
Mega
also
Man
get
Legends or
surgery to
anything.
make their teeth messed up so they look cuter.
damn.
That's real messed up.
Do
Let's
they?
not follow. Yeah.
I'm gonna break this.
Wow, I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
hear that.
That's why
Yo,
they
Sir
smile
Bot.
at you and they're like,
How much? I
And
got.
that's got the disc. That's got like.
Where'd you find this at?
It's got the Mega Man Legends
This
demo
when you
disc.
got it?
Yeah, that's mine. That I went in the store and bought.
Oh, this came out before Mega Man Legends?
Yeah, I went in the store and bought that for like I think it was like
Oh.
$50 or so.
Yo, Surbot was. I love Surbot.
I should have bought two and kept one sealed.
Yeah.
You didn't have the same feeling.
Well,
with
I
it.
didn't have the same.
I should've-
See, I didn't get the feeling for everything.
Because
Some slipped
it's
through.
disc, not
I
cartridge,
couldn't
man.
feel every last one. I did a damn good job.
Is that your whole bag, or you got more goodies?
Yeah, I got a couple.
That's it.
More
It's endless. It's like Mary Poppins.
It
and
is an
that.
endless. Oh yeah,
this
these.
is basically that's the
big.
That's that Neo Mr. Dude. That's like that was a hack,
Neo Geo.
a very limited hack
Mr.
of
Geo.
Mr. Do, because that really never officially dropped for the Neo
No.
Geo.
These cards
That's a
are
good
so
game.
That's
big.
a perfect hack though. Somebody did a dang good job. I sat down and played that too. It's very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun.
We went
it's
to
very
Fun Spot and
different
played
from
it a little
Nintendo.
bit.
It's very different from the other
50
Mr.
megs.
Do's.
Yeah. 50 mega
Now,
power.
yeah, this one was 110, so you know what that was pushing.
It was pushing.
It was pushing big
This is
time.
gonna go Russ.
busting out of the
Top Hunter.
That's a very rare game.
It looks
This-
like Gunstar Heroes. Is there anything like that?
It's,
It looks
it's a
sweet.
very rare
Neo
game. It's a
Geo.
platformer. You get to play with. It's very interactive. Some things you gotta. You know what it reminds me of? Help me out here. The two guys running through.
Contra.
No, the cartoony one.
Oh,
It's Metal Slug.
Metal Slug.
Kind of reminds
Oh.
me of a Metal Sluggy game,
Oh, yeah, Neo Geo. I mean.
and it's Metal Slug, but
Okay.
basically renamed. That game is like $600.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got mint
Jesus, put it
case
down.
and everything. Keep it away from the
You know-
energy drink.
Step away.
You know what?
Step
all the,
away.
All this font and
very
everything,
expensive game.
All the like the HUD in this, it looks just like Metal Slug. Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah.
Everything looks just
It's
like Metal Slug.
basically Metal
you
Slug
wanna hold it?
revamped.
Yeah.
You scared?
Over the table. Over the table. I mean, given that if I drop it, it's probably going to
You ain't
crush
gonna
my
drop
foot
it,
because it's a
dude.
Neo
If
Geo
you did
cartridge.
drop it, it would hurt you.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You ain't hurting
saying.
the game, it would hurt you.
Yeah, break my foot. It does look really sweet.
No, it's,
Yeah,
I
it
see
would-
Space
Oh my
Pirates
god,
here.
they had like a That's awesome. They had
Yeah.
a progression bar at the bottom
Yeah.
to tell you how far you were in the
And
I
the
stage.
see,
level.
I see
Nice.
Space Pirates here. These are actual Space Pirates while I'm playing things like Metroid. I had no idea by Space Pirates they meant like demon birds. Like I'm like, those aren't space, those are demon birds.
There's a lot of things out in space, man.
I understand that now.
There could be a starship flying through space with bunnies on it, and they're space pirates.
Space Pirates are weird, man.
Space pirate bunnies.
Yeah,
You
they
only
are
have to
weird.
call yourself
know,
something.
And I'm going to show you something else weird. Didn't even make any sense.
Oh dear God.
This
Oh,
one-
I know what that is.
That didn't make no sense. It's a corny
Trip
game.
World for the
It's a
Game
corny
Boy.
game. I don't even know why I purchased it. What? Because I got it for $50.
That's
I like the little case.
Please.
That game's go for a lot. That one goes for a lot of money.
Yeah, it does. I like the little.
And I don't even know why.
Trip World.
Because it's not even all that.
It doesn't even show what the
You're
gameplay is like. I'm back. There's just like a.
you're like a
happy-
little. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Okay.
You're like a little shape-shifting white blob that could turn into just about anything
Kirby?
you want. Yeah, basically Kirby in black and white. I mean, it's got color, but you don't. You're like,
You don't.
you know what I'm saying? You're like, I don't know. He's weird. He can change his body spikily and spikes and.
That's Kirby.
It kind of reminds the way he's describing it, like fluidity.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah,
Wii,
yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
you're
It's
like
like
just water,
fluid.
but then you can turn into ice,
Oh.
turn into steam.
I played that game.
Yeah.
I did not get it at
And,
all.
you can basically run through that game in like.
I heard it
probably
was
an
real
hour.
short.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is. It's
How-
very short.
How,
you can run through it.
Now that my hands are off it. What is that?
This,
Yeah, what does that go?
if I'm not mistaken, man, I really think it's like $500 or $600 or something like that.
Oh,
I've seen it. I've seen a copy go for like $1,000.
ooh.
Trip World
Wash
on the
your
Game
hands.
Boy. Wow.
Wash
Okay.
my hand. I should have washed it before I touched it.
This
You
one
were
I don't.
unworthy.
That's the little girl right
I thought
there.
your bag was like
Oh,
all
nice.
you brought with you. You brought a suitcase. No, there's a suitcase.
There's
This
not much-
this show
we
this
don't have-
episode of Show and Tell goes
I
forever.
wanted to play this.
I like this show and
That
tell.
is actually a great game
We
right
got
there.
Shantae on the Game Boy Color.
No, I played that, and I gotta say,
That's
the
actually a
manual.
great game right
that
there.
that game is what Zelda 2 should have been.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's a very Zelda-like game with learning different songs and like having to get through other things and like you need certain powers. It's very
Yeah.
Zelda-like, but they
That was
did
a
the
good
2D
game.
Zelda right. It's so good.
I'm happy to own that.
Well,
I
you're
mean,
playing the.
I don't-
Well, I finished the one that came out on the Wii U.
Yeah,
that
they-
was
they
fantastic.
made, like,
I want to
3 of
play
them
the
now.
other ones.
Which is
Yeah.
weird. They made like how many of those in America? Like 2,000, something like that.
Of the Shantaes?
Yeah, it's like 2,000 or something.
It came. I think it came at the last bit of.
Yeah, it was
Game
like
Boy
2002. It was like
Life.
way
Yeah,
after.
it wasn't many copies.
Yo, I love. I gotta say, when they put this on Virtual Console, I didn't know anything about it. I just bought it on a whim. Oh,
That's something new for the people right there. I don't know.
oh,
if a lot of people
we got one of those.
are interested in
It's,
the Famicom disc.
Legend of Zelda
That's Zelda on the Famicom,
on the Famicom disc
system.
drive. Yeah.
You can take it out and show the people. Like,
Yeah, you see, Chris
I
got
think
one.
they're real cool. The disc.
Chris
system.
got one of those.
Famicom
Yeah,
disc
I got
system?
the. Yeah, he got a system.
No, he got that game. I'm saying.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I like how it's etched in Nintendo.
You know what that's for?
Oh my god.
You know what that's for? That's for copy protection. And when
Yeah.
you put it in, there's a thing that comes down and it has to fit in that hole to play it.
Wow.
But here's the thing that's dumb about that. It fits in there and it works, but if it goes lower than that, it still works. So you can literally just clear out that whole thing, and people would make pirated cards. So like as long as the thing goes all the way down, it activates.
But you
Worst
know
copy protection system ever.
You know the real messed up part about America and Japan? I tell you, they give their people more over there, man.
Yeah,
For
they
some
do.
reason, they used to have kiosks set up.
Yeah, you can download
where they
stuff,
could
right?
just go in there and it was free.
Yeah.
They download Ice Climber and everything all they had to do was pay for their disc, and they would download
Yep.
the same Nintendo games over here that we had to pay 50, 60 bucks. Our mothers had to work
Yeah,
pay
man.
$50 for an
Nintendo does not like America. Let's be real.
Let's adjust for inflation, man.
Yeah.
Back in 1985,
60
spending
bucks is a
50
lot.
bucks on a game, that's like shelling out $100 too.
Yeah.
That's like shelling out right now based on inflation, adjusting for inflation.
Yeah, I see this.
It's like $125.
Yeah, for the
Just that's like him asking me to go in the store, and my mother was weekly with that. She got me a game every week. My mother was good to me. That's like me going to the store today buying him a $120 game every week.
Oh, you want to?
I don't think I would be able to do
Oh,
it.
you can do it. It's okay.
I can't do it.
I got a discount.
But adjusting for inflation, that's what
That's a
spending
lot.
55, 60 bucks was.
I got a magnet. You mind
And
if I just rub
85.
this on it? Like, just rub this over a magnet real quick.
Probably just erase.
Yeah, no.
That's why.
Put it down, Kevin.
That's why I keep my grandfather's ghost away from them. All that lard might mess up my systems.
I need to get me a copy of Mr. Nuts, man. I really want to play that game.
That game, I
It looks like a good game. Like,
You know what I did when I first bought that game? Like I was younger when I got it. I used to read it to myself and then giggle like a
Yeah.
little kid. Mr. Nuts.
yeah, I
Go in
would
the
too.
bathroom and read it to myself. Mr.
Join
Nuts.
Mr. Nuts and his adventure. Gather up all the nuts.
You see my Mr. Nuts.
These nuts.
I wonder did they laugh when they made that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can't make a game called Mr. Nuts and not be
I just
laughing.
went up there too. I just went in this store that is like funny
Oh, over here?
sounding. Yeah, there's a pervert title in here, and I was like,
Leisure Suit Larry?
With a guy game.
no, it was something. And I asked the question. I asked somebody. I wondered did they laugh when they was making this game, man? It's.
Don't make a game called Mr. Nuts and not laugh.
Oh my god.
But I'm gonna, before we go off, I don't know how long we got, man. 'Cause
Oh, we got like a...
Yeah, and I mean we're
I got-
good.
We cool.
Oh, wait, where's your,
I want
what's your
somebody-
thing?
No, I want somebody else to talk first.
I like
And
seeing
then
your
I
toys.
need to
Oh,
rest for a minute.
Okay, we
because
know
Kevin
what he's
rest,
about
that's
to go
fine.
into.
I gotta get my fire built up.
We'll
Okay.
take a break off, and then I got something planned for. I got something planned for
Oh
Russ.
my god, this is about to be so good.
I got something planned for Russ. We'll come back to that.
Fair enough.
I'm just saying.
Ladies and gentlemen of the table, it's come to my attention,
Well,
Russ.
none of us are gentlemen anymore after that.
Well, you know. It's come to my attention, Russ has bought himself.
I'm hungry. I need some
No, I
toasted
did not.
truffle.
He did not. He did
Yeah?
not.
Yeah.
A wonderful
You didn't order?
subscriber
Oh.
is
Really?
sending me one.
Oh.
What a beautiful, wonderful subscriber.
You're
Sending
nice.
you what? This
My-
one?
Giulia Kalima. George.
Ah, he's sending it.
George is sending me
I like
a
this guy.
PlayStation 3.
No, he
That's
isn't.
where he's getting his
And he's
PS4
going to
from.
give me Uncharted 1, 2, and 3.
As you should, because that's the first thing I was going to
And
say.
what
when
do you owe George?
Well, we just send you. I send him like paintings of like Mega Man. I send him some shoes.
It's a picture of Russ
We
laying.
kind of just trade stuff.
It's a picture of Russ laying down by the fire. Russ is just sitting by the fire like,
George.
"Hello, George."
I'm a good friend. PS4.
So I figured we would go around the table.
George, PS4.
Look, man,
Subliminally.
now you-
Gorilla Grodd.
Now you're
Not
getting greedy. It's PS4 now. That's too much.
I'm sorry.
You need an Xbox One. Nobody wants that. So I figured we go around and give Russ some insight on what to get for his lovely new toy. It's not a toy. It's an adult gaming system. Rick, I'll let you go first. What should Russ experience first?
There's a lot of things. I thought
They don't make
I was
Zelda,
going
by
to
the
go
way.
last, but
No, I want to switch it up.
you want me to
He's
just
in deep thinking mode.
you want me to
I don't
just
want to
jump out
disturb
the
him.
gate? You need to get into the Ratchet and Clank series because you're super into platformers.
He does like
That's going to be a
platform, yes.
really, really good series for you
Okay.
to jump into.
It's
I never played any of them on the PS2. I always played Jack and Daxter on the PS2.
They're I think same company makes them.
a game that I think if you wanted to really push what you're used to, I
Definitely
think the
go
closest
Ratchet.
that you should go with is what?
Ratchet Slide.
Yeah, those games. But if you wanted to go a little bit outside your comfort zone, I think the best game to jump into would be what's it called? Red Dead.
Oh,
Red
Red
Dead
Dead
Red
Redemption.
Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
It's a
Red Dead
very,
Redemption.
very, very good, well-made like Western
Don't
style
forget
shooter.
to play the Undead Nightmare expansion for it too.
But it
Oh, that's
is
right.
definitely,
Ooh,
if you
so
want to
good.
go a little bit outside your comfort zone, see what PlayStation has to offer, those other systems.
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
I'm gonna say go inside your comfort zone because this is something that nobody's played, which makes me sad.
Okay.
3D Dot Game Heroes, which is literally the biggest love letter to Zelda ever.
okay.
You can
I
make,
always remember seeing the cover.
You can
It's a
can
very
make
good game.
you can make your little guy out of pixels, right?
Yeah.
And you can literally make anything. There are people that made like stock cars that just has a sword stabbing things. Like whatever you want to build out of pixels, you can make it and like you can download other people's. I think the best thing I saw was somebody made like 8-bit Link too, and that you could go around the game. So like that was
Okay,
the whole
so
point.
that's pretty much-
Saw Spider-Man before. I saw like the dude on the cover of Snatcher. What's his name? So you can make anything out of pixels, and as long as it can literally
you don't
float
know.
around over this 3D world,
I was an 8-bit guy in a wheelchair named Wheels.
that's cool.
I-
Buzz Lightyear.
And
So
I
something
was,
named
I
Buzz
was
Lightyear.
fighting dragons
Buzz
and
Lightyear.
everything.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If you can make them
The
out of pixels,
pixels actually, since it's 3D, it's
Yeah.
3D.
It's a
8-bit.
3D. It's a
Wheelchair.
yeah.
So when your
His
things
name was
explode,
Wheels.
Yeah, they
like
go
when you
all
hit
over
you
the
can
something,
make
like
Mr.
grass
Nuts.
explodes.
You can be
This is
Mr. Nuts.
Be Mr. Nuts with a giant sword.
Literally anything you can make into a 3D. But you do Pearl Art, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So like you'll
I can make my face. My face is
you
all
essentially can have your little
Your face would go
your 8-bit
tumbling
face
out
from
with
your
a
channel.
sword
It's
sticking
just
I do a Pee Wee Herman head, and his,
You could probably do Pee
his
Wee.
tongue would be the sword.
well, instead of jeez,
You can't block that.
just like
This is outside of Russ's censor zone.
you just gotta drop.
I didn't do anything.
If you I forgot what I was gonna say. Now, Kev, you ruined me, man. My innocence. Kev, what should Russ play on the PS3? Because now I'm lost.
You've got some innocence to spare.
I have nothing to say about PS3.
Really? You never played one?
I played it. I own one, but I really
Nothing.
I,
Mortal Kombat 9.
it was just to
Mortal Kombat 9.
have. I really haven't even. I tell you the truth, man.
No.
That's sad. I never even opened the box.
Wow,
I'm a
really?
collector more than a gamer.
I know.
So when you talk to me, you probably won't
Dude.
get any insight about a lot of
Yo,
games.
come on, dude.
I'm sorry.
One thing I was going to say,
Yeah.
I
Got
know
other skills,
you're a
though.
Nintendo fan, die hard. So going into this, I feel like you should play something that they didn't port over.
Okay.
You ready? Well, not really. This is Street Fighter.
4?
Street Fighter is a good
4,
series to be
nice,
playing
yeah.
on the
Good
PS3.
Yeah, I guess Street Fighter
Solid.
4.
Oh, I did want to try to play the
Get-
DC versus Mortal Kombat. Or
Here's the
whatever.
thing about that.
That's a little
If you're looking
gross.
for to see
Yeah, that
Batman
goes
get
without
beheaded,
saying.
you're not gonna see it because DC was like, no, you can't hurt our superheroes. So like they have the instead of fatalities for like the superheroes, they have heroic brutalities. It's like Batman doing like a 3-hit punch combo and like knocking Sub-Zero, and you're just like, hey, I guess
Oh, they didn't let Batman.
they won't let Batman like get beheaded or
Will
nothing.
they let anybody else be killed?
The most brutal thing in that game is the Joker pulls out a gun and he shoots at you, but it says like bang with a little flag. And he starts laughing. Your character's like, "What just happened?" And then he shoots out a real gun and shoots you in the head. But they put it off screen, so you can't like
Oh,
see
okay,
Joker.
I got it.
But in the new Mortal Kombat, they uncensored it. They did the same fatality for Shang Tsung, so you see the dude's had blow up.
Really?
Yeah, they actually carried a lot of stuff over from that game just into 9 and made it better. So
Huh.
Wow.
there's so much stuff you got to play PS3.
Well, I definitely want to download. Mike told me
Pinball Arcade, yes.
Double Dragon.
Oh,
Neo.
Double Dragon Neo. Yeah, did you see that yet? A
Double
full
Dragon
the
Neo?
full HD remake of Double Dragon.
On what
PS3. It's download. You got to download it though.
Never saw it.
It's cell shaded and it looks so.
That
good.
I want to get in the Bionic Commando. That's 2D, not the one that,
that one's
officially
really
came
good.
out.
Don't get the disc. Yeah,
Right.
get the 2D.
Remastered.
You don't mean Nintendo's
the-
one, right?
Yeah,
Similar to the Nintendo.
they
one,
remade.
yeah.
They remade that.
It's basically the same
Yo, the
thing with
3D
the
one
I
is
used to love that
stupid. The 3D one's so. I'm gonna spoil it for you because you're never gonna play it.
No, I heard his girlfriend or something. is his
Your
arm.
wife is your arm. There's some kind of symbolism for that in that game,
Huh?
right? Yeah, in the new Bionic Commando they remade, Spencer's wife is his arm. You know, like his metal hand.
His wife is his arm.
His wife is his arm. You don't
How you
need.
gonna make somebody
You don't,
white?
you don't even got to know any more than that. That's how
do you
dumb.
mean?
That's how dumb the game is. They
My
literally.
wife. Is
His
my
wife
arm?
is literally programmed into his arm. So you can just
Wow.
make any kind of fan fiction you want about that, but you know.
I make my wife my butt. Son.
What else is Russ gonna play? You know what? You probably gotta play one Call of Duty. What?
Well, now, yeah, I never really played any Call of Duty games
Play World at War.
or
These
Grand
guys
Theft
are.
Autos.
These guys are. What?
Yeah,
Don't play
never-
4. Don't play 4.
Don't play Grand Theft Auto 4.
It's a whole game
play
about your
that
cousin
and get
bothering you to
placed
go
together.
bowling.
But now I got a new apartment.
I want to see this Bionic Commando sequel. Actually, I like where you,
so cool.
I like where you guys are going with it. Actually, you know what? Capcom just kind of
He
sucks.
just gets
at
shot
PS3.
out of a window, hits a car right on the butt. They're just like, "Are you okay?" It's just like,
Honey,
"My wife broke my fall."
honey, breathe, breathe. And then you blow apart. Oh,
She's
yeah.
fine. She's fine.
Oh god,
She's
she
fine.
came back to
Thank
life.
God.
Dude, that whole game is weird. Oh, I played it and
10 out of 10 game of the year.
No, that game was really bad. Oh, you're talking about your version.
Yeah, our version.
Your version sounds
Our
great.
version's awesome.
What the Bionic Commando was still?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bionic
you're-
Commando with the
you're
white
Bio-
butt. The butt wife?
oh, not the.
Yeah.
Oh, the butt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our version that we're making next year.
Oh yeah. Are we gonna
Game of
put
the year.
that-
It's
How much
Kickstarter
is
right
that
there.
gonna-
No, just Kickstarter right now.
How much is it gonna cost?
$60 retail.
I
Yeah,
think
come
we
on.
should go for more. Lucy's $60 with the manual and box is $100. Let's get paid.
All right, you know what? It's not a bad plan. I like where he's going
I
with
bet
this.
you if you make that game, people, somebody out there buy it.
Big Bionic
For $100
Commando
Somebody
Super
buy
Butt
it.
Edition.
Somebody would buy that.
No, it's Buttonic Commando.
Bionic Potando, yeah. just-
Buttonic Going Commando.
Gluteus Maximus Edition.
Seriously though, I loved Bionic Commando, and I used to play that game forever.
do not even look
Matter
at the
of fact-
PS3 version then.
Matter of fact, somewhere in a time continuum, I'm still like 10 with the glow of the TV, like playing Bionic Commando somewhere in the universe.
Yeah.
I never stopped.
Then it's
No,
sad. but-
somewhere in the time continuum,
No, I
I'm
believe
still
you.
in my pajamas.
I'm just saying, some
playing-
kid out there is
and it's only
experiencing-
86.
Yeah. Some kid out there is experiencing Bionic Commando, the PS3 one for the first time, and having the exact opposite reaction of your having. He's gonna be like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
This is not, I don't like this anymore.
I loved it.
No, I'm saying new Bionic Commando. Old one's great. New one, people are just like,
They lost
In
their
fact,
way.
don't buy
They
any
did.
don't
Oh,
buy
yeah.
any Capcom game for PS3. In fact, I could say
Yeah.
that. Pretty much other than Street Fighter 4, just avoid them
Stay away
all.
from that.
Capcom was the shiznit.
Not anymore, man.
Yeah, what-
PS3, I don't think they did anything right in PS3. Maybe Resident Evil 5 if you have someone to play it
You
with.
know what it is?
You're
Well,
right.
that's the only game that I had played when it came out because I was so excited because we beat 4. It was real
Yeah.
fun. Me and my friend. I said, I don't
not
have a
hard,
PS3. I will pay half for the game if you bring your PS3 to
It's
my
only
house and we
fun
play
co-op.
together.
It's not scary or
So we
nothing.
did that.
It's sad
Yeah.
to hear. Capcom was a
They went so downhill.
really
So
It-
bad.
I mean,
Did Capcom have one good PS3 game, really?
Capcom? I mean Capcom?
Yeah, Capcom.
Capon.
Capcom.
Yeah. Capcom.
Ca-
I ain't even going
Capon.
Capuchin.
What?
It's a type of
there.
monkey.
Good. Just avoid Capcom PS3. What else did you get?
Yeah, I don't know.
Metal Gear Rising.
Metal Gear Rising.
You should get that, because I don't know if you played any Metal Gears before.
I have not.
In fact, get the whole HD collection.
How about if he's going to go through actual Metal Gear Solid, how about he not touch Revengeance right away? Because that game is so not the point of Metal
No,
Gear.
no. It's totally. It's not a Metal Gear Solid game at all.
What about Far Cry series?
You could skip 2. It was okay. But
Far
3,
Cry was pretty cool.
dude, Far Cry 3 has still to this day the best villain in any game I've ever seen. Like,
know.
Dude, Voss, I like him a little better than
It's been a long time.
I like him better than Gordon Ramsay in 4. So
No, Gordon Ramsay in 4 was amazing.
dude, Voss is like he's the dude on the cover. Just looks he messes. You remember
With
like
the mohawk or whatever.
Yeah, the thing is, it brings me back to like you remember like in Banjo-Kazooie when like Gruntilda was like she always saw her coming at. No, I'm serious. Like you know when the villain was always taunting you through the whole game.
Yeah.
Like Gruntilda would say stuff to you. You know, you were always like, man, I want to beat Gruntilda. You know, like she can't mess with you. Voss this whole game like kidnaps you multiple times and he has chances to kill you. But he doesn't. He just keeps messing with you the whole game, and he just keeps like he messes with your head. Like even you as a person, you're like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing.
He does have one of the best little soliloquies in
about
any video
insanity?
game about the definition of insanity.
Yeah.
I'll agree. He's an amazing character. I'll never say that he's not. But the guy from Far Cry 4
I don't really
was pretty. There is no other game, and I'm just gonna say it now.
That dude
Spoilers.
doesn't hate you.
What?
That dude doesn't hate you in 4. He really wants to be your best friend.
Exactly, which is why it's great. That storyline is amazing. Let me fill you in.
Give him the
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler
I
alert.
need to know.
Far Cry 4, okay? You start out, you're on a bus, you're trying to drop off your mother's ashes to the top of a mountain. Okay?
Right.
Because that
messed
was
your
her
sign up,
last
I'm
wish, right?
Right.
The bus gets attacked by a bunch of, like, mercenaries and stuff, right?
Take notes or something.
And again, so this guy, what is his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
No, his actual...
I don't know.
The main bad guy of the game, we're going to call him Gordon Ramsay. Okay? Gordon Ramsay gets off the helicopter, and he looks at one of his guys who was there with a, shot arm and everything. Everybody that was on the bus is now, like, dead. Except for you. You're just, like, looking up, and you see... Gordon Ramsay gets off the plane and just goes, I distinctly remember telling you to stop the bus. Not shoot the bus. Stop the bus, shoot the bus. Do those words sound the same? And the guy just goes, no, it got out of control. He goes, it got out of control. I hate when things get out of control. And he just pulls out a bullet, like a 50 cal bullet, and stabs the guy like 30 times.
That's one of his henchmen?
That was like, that's the intro to this character.
He didn't
and
listen.
He gets up, and he looks at the main character, and he just goes, I'm sorry, this was supposed to be a nice warm welcome to the country for you.
Right.
He gets him up and takes a selfie with him, and just goes, we're going to tear up the town. You ready? You're coming back to my castle.
Yeah,
He's your best friend.
He
Like,
literally, the villain wants you to be like best friends with him, not a joke.
Yeah.
And wait.
Do you have an option to do that?
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Real, this is a real ending.
So
of the game.
you go into his dining room to have lunch with him, right? While he's talking, and you see that there's like this civil war that's going on.
Right.
He's like threatening this guy across the table. They're interrogating the guy. You are sitting down having lunch with him at this huge banquet table, and he just goes. He answers the phone. He goes, I'm gonna be back in just 15 minutes. Just sit there. I'll be right back. So he goes, right? And you get up and you start playing the game and you start, tearing through the army and everything, get through the Civil War, pick your side and everything like that. Hours of your life just shooting everybody,
Right.
doing missions. And then at the end of the game, you storm his castle. You've killed all his guys. There's trucks on fire outside, and you get up to his throne room, and there he is. You kick open the door.
Pagan Mang, that's
He's
his
eating
name.
Pagan Mang. He sits down at the table, and he's eating food, and he just goes, welcome back, as his entire town, like his entire fortress is on fire. He just goes, if you distinctly remember, I told you, wait here, I will be right back.
He literally wanted you
Yeah,
to wait.
he's literally, like, you did not have to do any of that. They actually have a thing where if you had waited the actual 15 minutes, you beat the game. Because he would come back and say, let's go put your mother's ashes on that mountaintop.
And the game.
No, he does.
Yeah, no,
and
seriously.
yeah.
So if you do the whole game and get to this ending, he just goes, so this can either end two ways. You can either shoot me, I'm dead, boring, or you can follow me out to the shrine where we were supposed to initially put your mother's ashes, and we can just call this even.
The whole game messes with you.
Hold it.
So the whole game did not need to happen.
So it's
Far Cry 4.
Yes.
For the PS4?
The PS3.
PS4 or 3. Yeah, you get them
The
both.
PS3 just happens.
Yeah.
It have it on PS3.
Now
and
you gotta go
PS4.
play
I gotta
it.
go get that game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Russ, go get Far Cry
The
3
best
or
part
4.
is he lets you go see, put the ashes on your mother's thing, right? And I went
Don't
through
ruin
the whole game.
Don't ruin the whole.
I don't care.
Spoilers for everyone else.
I said that in the beginning. Walks out, right? After he puts his mother's ashes. Chef Ramsay's nowhere to be found.
I want to hear
He's
it.
on.
I want to hear
It's
it.
2
Go ahead.
seconds.
I'm going
All
to play it.
He's on a helicopter, right? As he's taking off, he just goes, "I give you all of Karat, the entire country." And he just goes, "But I'm taking the helicopter," and it just flies off. It's
Really?
the coolest ending in the
So he
game
makes you
ever.
a king.
Yeah, that's it. Roll credits. The end.
That is.
You literally
like-
knew the more important part.
I don't want to know the ending of when you're supposed to really
You didn't
play.
hear it, did you?
Anyways,
No.
lo and
But
behold,
pick that up.
Far
Look
Cry
at this
series are
last
good,
I'm not going to
Okay.
watch myself.
but
What
they're
else-
first-person shooters.
God,
so.
what else is there? Yeah, I guess you got to play one Call of Duty. Just World at War. Just be good. A good one, at least.
Don't.
I like World at War.
Is anyone still playing
Don't-
online?
I don't want to
No.
scare him away from.
No, because Nazi zombies, man.
First-person shooters
Nazi
are not
zombies.
the way to go with him.
You played
I
Metroid
know.
Prime, right?
No.
World at
I
War.
hated them.
Forget it. Don't play Call of Duty.
Metroid
I'm
Other
saying-
M for life.
I was gonna say get Killzone.
Yeah.
Don't get Killzone then, I guess. God, there's so much stuff for you to get. I'm trying to look through and like find things.
What about the Duke Nukem series?
No, don't play Duke Nukem
Stay
forever.
away from it.
You didn't know there was drink in there.
I deserve that.
In the games, I just got bigger. Now I'm all wet and my knuckles are bleeding.
I thought it was empty.
I'm going back to the
Orange.
video game world.
I smell like orange flavored. You had a bottle.
Moving on. Ross, you gotta play some things on your PS3.
So, I mean, leave some comments down below of some PS3 games you think I should pick up.
LA Noire.
I'll pay for
There we
this.
Oh yeah?
How you guys feel about Gotham being ported? You
Gotham?
think that could ever be a video game? Or something?
Gotham what?
Like
The series.
the series,
The
making it into a game.
I mean,
I said, do you
if,
think it would be
if
worth?
the guys that are doing all the Arkham games, yeah.
You think that
You
could
play
be
the Arkham games yet?
The Arkham Asylum, I played a couple of them, but I really never got it. Like I said, I'm not really a gamer.
Dude, if they
Don't they
got-
show when a bones break or something like that?
they do a couple things like that.
Yeah.
But dude, if those guys make like Gotham the series, like they make it into a game, they can do it right.
Have you been following that?
I've been watching it on and off. Like I can't sit and watch like normal TV.
I didn't get to see it. Yeah, I finished
It's
Daredevil.
a whole prequel, right?
It's
It's a whole prequel to Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They
is
could
there
do-
any fighting? Because it's probably all
There's
politics,
fighting.
isn't it?
It's mostly politics going on right now, but it's starting to get violent now.
Yeah.
Because the Penguin's getting riled up. And the Riddle Man has just killed his first person last
I feel like it's
month.
On
another
your
one of those
PS3, you
TV
got to get Gotham the animated series, Russ. That's what you got to get. That would be a cool game, actually.
Sega CD has a nice port of that.
Batman and
underrated.
Robin?
Batman and Robin.
Super
Adventures
Nintendo,
of
too.
Batman and Robin.
I need that too.
It's a good one.
Are you just in the car in the Batwing the whole time?
No,
You
that's
don't
Sega
get
CD one.
out. Yeah, you don't get
That's
out.
Batman Returns.
It's the Adventures of Batman and Robin.
No, that's a platformer.
You don't get out of your car for that.
You're getting two games mixed up. Batman. No, I'm saying Batman Returns is the one where you're in this car the whole time.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Batman and Robin, you get the platform. Because remember when we went up to New Hampshire, Chris got that.
Yep.
That was a good one.
We had a copy. I don't know if we sold it.
That's actually you're walking around?
Yeah, you get the platform.
Yeah, I don't see it. Someone must have sold it.
I didn't know.
Yo, let's get to your rant. I want to hear this, man.
Okay, I mean, I was trying to get fired up, but these,
Well, now you ruined it. You cooled everything down.
yeah.
Now get that fire.
I'm really, first of all, I'm really upset at you, and you know who you are. You're out there, and you're probably gonna be watching this, and I don't care. I really don't.
He's our one viewer.
Yeah.
Please be nice to him.
Coleco. Vision. Yeah, your last name.
Yo.
I don't care what your last name is.
Mr. Coleco's gonna watch this and get sad.
Yeah, you, Mr. Connecticut Leather Company.
They're making their Cabbage Patch Kids though.
Exhibit A.
That's messed up.
The expansion module
Show
for the ColecoVision, so you can play your Atari
that
games.
shameful mess right there.
You don't like that?
Exhibit A.
Here's the thing. I like the idea, but it's messed up.
Exhibit A.
Oh my god.
This was a module that Coleco made
It's messed up.
to intentionally defecate on Atari. They stole Atari's everything. It's
Well-
like
Hold on.
It's like, no, man, it's like...
But they
if
made
you
it from
walk-
original parts.
I
That's
don't
why
care.
they won the lawsuit, though.
It's like if you're walking down the street, man, and I just look at what you got on, and you're chilling,
I mean,
and you
wanna
got a
wear-
nice swag to
You
you.
want to wear my shirt, you can.
No,
It's not gonna
and
fit.
I just come out walking like you, talking like you, and wearing your clothes. That's basically what you did, ColecoVision. You stole Atari swag. You had no business doing that.
So, have you ever seen the Gemini, then? You got a Gemini?
Hold up.
No?
You jumping the gun.
Oh, you're getting there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, this is a courtroom.
This is his rant.
I'm making a case. This is Exhibit A.
Call Matt Ezra on the phone.
If this weren't enough, they got taken to court for this.
Yep.
Which
And
they
if-
should have. Yeah, that
and-
makes sense.
Which they should have, and they should have been paying to this day, Atari.
You know what's
Because
good?
they stole it.
They got all Atari games on the front,
Dude,
too. I like that.
Yes. They slapped Atari in the face.
You gotta, but
It's
you gotta
not
say,
right, man.
it's not right. But that's some dirty play, and they put all their cards
Why
on the
did they
table
get punished?
because there was no law back then. They
went
should
to
have.
court. They went
Today they
there's a
would have.
law for that.
No, 'cause
Infringement. They stole their
They
idea.
had because they had a good lawyer who was like they made it from all original parts that just
Dude.
happened to play Atari games. That was their argument.
Dude.
No, don't get me wrong. They ain't right. I'm
They
not
had
saying
a
they're right.
judge in their back. They had that judge.
They definitely someone
Hey,
must have gotten paid off. I'm not saying they didn't.
ColecoVision gave him about
He's like,
two grand.
You got me that Donkey Kong game with the Pie Factory.
You got the Pie Factory level, man.
Man, they
Not
gave
guilty.
that judge about $2,000, and then just for today's inflation, that would probably been like giving somebody $5 or $6 grand, $10 grand. He took that money and hey, Coleco did nothing wrong.
See, like they got. I can understand
Nothing.
it. That like this as an attachment, that's already messed up. But like for them to go and literally make the Coleco Gemini was like slap in the face too.
This is what I'm on though.
Oh, no,
Show
you're
that.
right.
That's Exhibit A right there. And what I'm trying to tell you,
See, you have the little
they
picture of,
would've
like, how it
if they
attaches
would have
up.
just left it, that was bad enough right there. When they went to court,
Messed up.
when they went to court and they won the suit,
Yep.
they realized, okay, we can just beat the crap out you now. And you know what they did? They didn't even care about the money. They just wanted to beat up Atari more.
Which lasted. The Coleco is clearly lasts longer than Atari though.
That's
They
why
worked out for
Coleco
them.
severed. I can't even speak. That's why.
Get emotional, man.
That is why Coleco got what was coming to
Just
him.
like Kevin watching the OJ case and was just like, we find Coleco innocent. What? This is nonsense. This is exactly how he was.
I'm so distraught. I can't even get my bag open, man. I'm feeling this right now. This is messed up, man.
You need me to hold the bag?
No, they had no business doing that, man. They really did. And this right here,
Exhibit B.
this is it.
Oh, you got it.
Look what they did, man. Look what they did, man. Hold that right there,
The
man.
Gemini.
That wasn't right, man. They had no business
I don't think I
doing
ever
that.
seen one of these.
No one brought one in once.
Sorry.
Throwing all your games around?
Sorry.
That's messed up,
They had
man.
no business doing this, man. And they put pictures. They put pictures of Atari games on the front. That ain't right.
I gotta wonder how
Ain't
like I
right.
would like if I was a parent and I didn't know any better looking in the store, I'd be like, so is it Atari? Is it a Coleco? What's the paddle on there for? Oh, so you can play the paddle games.
Man, they even gave you a paddle and joystick. They didn't even.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of convenient though.
It's cute.
It is cute.
I hated myself for liking this.
Felt dirty.
I felt dirty. Sleeping with the enemy. This right here was wrong. It was wrong. It was wrong to do that. And
This
it
is
was
worse. This is worse to
a
me.
travesty to do this.
You know what kind of tells me too? That they didn't even believe in their
didn't
own
care.
product. They didn't even believe in their own product. They're like, yo, we're just gonna make a clone for the
They
other guys.
didn't care anymore once they did this.
So you could play your Atari
This is a
2600
standalone
games,
set. This is a standalone
but on
system.
a ColecoVision.
But this didn't even play
Called
any.
the
no,
They
Gemini.
didn't play Coleco cartridges.
That's messed up.
Only Atari cartridges.
It was a Coleco clone that only played Atari
This
cartridges.
doesn't even make sense to like exist.
That's like PlayStation trying to make it just that PlayStation Xbox player.
It would never
They
happen.
can't
no.
do that today.
No, they would get sued.
That would be a big fight.
They get sued real fast.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe this. It's like so weird to
They
think like
made
this
a
exists.
system. It's sold in stores, and actually, let's say Atari was $140. This thing only was $89. So they slapped them again when they dropped the price, and they tried to attract people, and it worked. Atari lost a lot of sales behind.
I don't blame them. I mean, you got the paddle controller for convenience.
And they
too.
gave you more. They gave you games in here. Here it is. Bonus cartridge included.
What game came with that?
It say
No, it just says bonus
Atari
card. Yeah.
26 compatible game cartridges, and they gave you a joystick
It
with
says
a paddle on it.
Donkey Kong on the side here.
Yes.
Donkey
Came with
Kong
Donkey
by
Kong.
Nintendo game
That's
cartridge.
you know what they were like. Yo, Judge, we got you with the
They
Donkey
gave
Kong. We'll
Donkey
give you
Kong.
one of these.
They gave you Donkey Kong. Okay. That was Exhibit B.
Exhibit
Now,
B.
You can tell those people out there. You judge. You tell me. This court.
Call LJ
rest
and
my
defender
case.
innocent until proven guilty. I want it right now.
I
You
rest
call
my
him
case.
up.
I'll take a late justice. Late justice is better
Tell you
than
what,
no
we'll
justice.
call up Coleco. We'll make sure they go bankrupt or something. Oh yeah,
They are, aren't they?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
They got justice. See?
Yeah, but they still around under another name. I know they're still out there.
We hire someone to.
I know they're still out there.
They're like the
man.
Illuminati.
Yeah, they work with the Illuminati. That's how they got. That's how they got that pass.
The Coleco Naughty.
Yeah, Coleco
Yeah.
came up. They're
Yeah,
with.
They're
I like they are.
They're with Mike. They're with Jalico. That's what it is.
And I wouldn't
They
even
moved to
call them.
Japan.
And I wouldn't even call them the big brother. You're a little sister.
Oh,
Coleco Naughty.
Rex. Oh, Rex. Feel it.
You should just
Rex.
go outside and find out.
Little
what it is.
sisters watching.
Little sister.
Coleco Naughty.
It's like Twisted Sister. A couple of singles, you know. Twisted Gianna
You
sister.
know how they say Big Brother is watching
Yeah.
for the Illuminati? No, I'm not even giving Coleco Naughty that. They're a little sister. You're a little sister.
Well,
Coleco
you know
Naughty.
what? With our expo, Retro World,
like
maybe we'll call out the CEO, the former
Yes, I
CEO of
do.
Coleco. We'll have him come down, meet
do
Big
like
Kev
Coleco,
face
but
to
I hate
face.
what they
We're gonna
do
get,
to
you know
Atari.
what? We're gonna have it done after me and Dan Ungar fight. We'll have him and the former CEO of Coleco get in the ring together. And we'll get the-
If you can find him, man, I give him a run for his money. I want the CEO who has something to do with who signed that and said that would be okay to do that to another company. All they were doing was trying to eat, man. They didn't have to do that to them. Let them let die.
Well, now
Why did they do
now
that?
Now they're dead.
All's fair in love.
Well, at
and
least Atari lived on for 19 years.
Hey,
They
they're
had the
still-
longest, and that's the longest lifespan of any video game system ever.
They did.
Atari
When's the last
2600.
year they stopped making things for that? Like
Like
90s.
I still
90s.
remember when I was young, I
90s.
bought Battlezone and Kangaroo for the Atari 2600.
I bought it
Toys
for
R
my
Us.
Coleco Gemini.
Great
'cause,
name.
You know,
How much
I
was
really
it,
like that.
$1.50 or something.
I think it was like $20.
What?
It was brand new
What
in the
year
store.
was it?
Had to be like 89.
Oh yeah, they were still
88.
rocking then. I believe
Yeah.
that.
I don't
Yeah,
remember-
because their games were being discounted by then. They were like
I don't remember
14,
seeing any
15
Atari
bucks,
games.
Yeah.
20
Well, I
bucks.
was too
Yeah.
young, but
Yeah, they were around. Toys
know,
R
I-
Us carried it for a long
I was gonna say
time.
maybe KB Toys had them lying
Toys
around.
R Us
somewhere.
carried it. You remember back in the days, I don't know if you can follow me on this, but I was kind of young. I was probably like 16 or 17. I remember I got my, getting my first check and always going to Toys R Us buying video games. But I remember you used to have to get a ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the
You used
slip.
to have to go back and look at the games. They weren't out. And then you pull a ticket from the game you
I
wanted.
remember that.
It was a screenshot of the game.
Oh,
you pull the
wait,
ticket
yeah.
and then you had to go up to the
Toys R Us had
desk,
that.
and it was like this. You couldn't see the games.
There's a
Just
shack.
one lady would take your ticket and go in like a room,
Yeah, Toys R Us
and
had
then
that.
appear with your game. Like
Yeah, I got this from my magical.
couldn't see
There's a
'em, like-
genie making them back there. I got it for you.
I like even better if you went to service merchandise, you hand them the ticket, and then you go wait at the conveyor belt for your item to come down. No.
Was it like a real life Amazon?
Your game would come down like this. Like here's your game, like on the conveyor belt. You're like over there. Your game would be like coming down the conveyor belt, and the sign would say, "Please do not touch the conveyor belt. Wait for item to approach."
Some kid come by and swipe it from you.
Damn, I got it.
Service merchandise will be closing in 10 minutes. It's like, oh, hurry up.
You're still over there though. Your game's still here on the conveyor belt. You're like,
Lights just went out.
Customers, please leave the store.
"Oh, everybody, please leave the store." What about my game? Do not touch the conveyor belt.
Do not touch the conveyor belt.
My game.
You ain't getting Conker's Bad Fur Day today, sir.
I'm gonna go to the discount bin. 10 years
Fine.
from now.
Go to the discount bin. We don't need you at our conveyor
I
belt.
can see the future. I'll meet you here 10 years from now, and I'll get these Conquer games for $4.98.
I'll show you Toys R Us.
I'll show you.
I'll show you.
KB.
Kev's got something else.
I got
in his
one more
pocket.
trick in my
Ooh,
hat.
what you
I
got?
saved this for last. I don't know how you guys feel about hack and slash games.
Oh, hell yeah.
Was that last game that you?
Hell yeah.
Splatterhouse.
Yeah.
Like Splatterhouse.
Yeah, what you got?
Best port ever
Oh,
of Splatterhouse.
is that official?
Yes.
Splatterhouse on the Neo Geo.
FM Towns Marty.
Whoa. This is effing what?
FM
They came in big boxes too?
Towns Marty.
Oh boy, wow, that was disappointing.
They packaged this big box for that. That's how all the games came.
Oh, this is
I
sealed
swear.
up. Oh, ooh.
That's real. No, it's not sealed.
Yeah,
It just
there's
looks,
Oh, it just
look,
has the-
there's some plastic around it. I don't want to touch it. from you.
sealed, but it's not.
I don't want to
played
touch your
this.
plastic
I know.
nonsense.
Look, it's open at the end. Look,
So I gotta
See, it's
slide it.
plastic.
I gotta slide it out
it
carefully.
looks
like that.
beautiful though, right? It looks
Yeah.
like it was sealed,
Yeah.
but it's not. Slides
So
right
they
back.
give you this whole big box for
That's
what?
how they packaged all their games. That's a Japanese system that never was released
Oh, there goes
in
that.
the United States. It's a Japanese system.
Thank you, buddy.
It's
Call
called the
that for a
FM
CD.
Towns Marty. The graphics on it are impeccable. It beat
I
PlayStation.
like this little protector bubble, just in case.
It beats PlayStation out by like
couple
2 years.
Yeah.
you know about it.
I can't.
So hey, man, you can touch
I
it.
just want to see the box.
I can't.
I don't want to put my fingerprints on that. So
Man, I tell you, that game right there is probably worth about $200-300.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And what does it play? And it only plays on the.
Only on the
Towns
FM
Marty,
Towns Marty.
Okay.
which is a system that nobody cares about.
If you played
You
one,
got
you
one?
would care about it.
You got
Yeah,
one?
it's like, what do you think? I got a game for nothing?
Yeah, actually, I
played
do.
that game. I played that along with there's a Viewpoint. There's another nice shmup on FM Towns Marty. It
Okay.
actually is on other systems too.
I
I
got
think
the.
it's on Neo Geo
Actually,
too.
Sounds familiar.
Speaking of
Viewpoint.
Splatterhouse, Russ, when you got your PS3 now, if you get Splatterhouse, it comes with the first three, like the.
Oh, I have it
yeah.
on PS3.
It comes
Nice.
with the first three on it.
Did you show that screenshot of that back right there?
Oh, the back of the. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
the
a
gameplay.
completely perfect port right there.
Nice.
Yes.
Box won't close. I'm scared.
Don't worry about it. I know how to close it.
It's pretty.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I like
That's
it.
that's perfect. I won't even say near. That is perfect. I played the arcade. I played TurboGrafx. I played other systems. This is the most perfect port that you can play at home for Splatterhouse.
Nice.
I mean,
Yeah, but then I
don't
gotta go to
understand the
FM Towns
words
Marty.
here, but all I gotta know is how to pick
Where did
up
they
an
even
axe
sell
and a
FM Towns
shotgun.
Marty's? Did they even come out here?
Hmm?
FM Towns Marty didn't come out here, did it?
I just said it's only Japanese.
Oh, okay.
It was a
I was
Japanese
gonna say,
system.
I never heard anything about that till like 2010.
Okay.
I finally learned it existed.
I dealt with a Japanese guy on line for many of my. I think his name is Hit Japan. If anybody ever know,
I think Carlos said that
Hit
once.
Japan. He's the man over in Japan, and basically, hey, Hit Japan. Come on, says it all.
He's the man.
And he's from Japan.
It's true.
That guy got a lot of stuff. I mean, I dealt with. I've been dealing with him for like a decade now. I've been into. It got to the point where I started collecting just American games, and I was just like, okay, let me branch off a little bit because I got tired of the Americans. I had everything, so I said, I need something else. I need a new field.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got into the. You know how I got into the Japanese stuff with the Famicom.
Okay.
I loved the way it looked.
It's a cute
I
little
loved
thing.
the
I
way
won't
it
lie.
looked. And then I got the satellite,
Yeah.
which is useless. But
Now.
but I love the way how it looks when it's stacked on each other. It kind of makes me feel like the first Genesis
Yeah, with
stacked on
the
top
CD.
the first Sega CD.
That thing's
It's
cool
so
looking though.
beautiful.
That is
I
cool
love to
looking.
just sometimes I just plug it up, hook it up,
You just watch the
just
lights.
to watch it.
You're just
Turn
like
off the lights,
you
just
get
look
the
at it.
little loading music.
Just look at it. I don't even put
That's
nothing in.
that's my theme song.
Just to hook it up and look at it. Turn off the lights and watch it glow.
You
You know, I would have bought next time I bring it one day the Wonder Maker, Sega Wonder Maker.
Was that? Did you bring it in for me before?
I think so. You turn off the lights and it glows, man, around the thing. So
And you hit the button and it goes.
yeah, it,
Opens
yes,
up.
yes.
And you hit the button and it closes down.
Yes, the remote.
What's this for?
And it's a karaoke machine.
It, yeah.
Did it have a Genesis
Doubles up.
port in it?
No, it actually
Oh, it's
is.
just a thing.
It's called the Sega Wonder Maker. It was only Japan.
Of course.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I kind of want to see that.
Breathtaking.
Hearing Russ just go.
Mega cartridges and CDs.
So it does play in.
It You could play cartridges and CDs.
You know that I heard there were Genesis ports on a lot of stuff like the Nuon and all those random things. I don't know if you watch a guy Adam Karolic on YouTube or not. He had a good idea. He was like, I think the guy that went on to work for like the Cranberry Company, like you know how they put cranberries in like everything now.
Okay.
He used to work for Sega. Like there were karaoke machines. He's like, what do you got there? Karaoke machine. Put a Genesis port in it. What's this little CD player you got? Put a Genesis port on it. Like there were Genesis ports on a lot of things that weren't made by Sega. And it feels like once Sega was done, that guy went to work for like the Cranberry Company. Like, what you got? Apple juice? Go put cranberries in it. Like, what you got there? Grape juice? Go put some cranberries in it. Like, kinda. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
That guy probably is making a lot of money right now just throwing cranberries and everything. He made Genesis ports and everything.
I think
He
Sega
probably invented the clone system. Like, what you got there? Super Nintendo machine? You go put a Genesis port in it.
Put some cranberries in
Yeah,
it.
put
Sega
some
wasn't
cranberries.
interested in that.
They were. They
Because
put in everything.
if you looked at the first model Sega, it had a jack for a microphone.
Yeah. A karaoke machine.
It had a jack for a microphone and had a volume switch there.
Got that.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a DJ.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you could double up as a DJ booth.
And everyone said, I'm like, who's using headphones and adjusting the volume from the system?
Yeah, like
What you got there? A DJ turntable? Why don't you put a Genesis port on that?
it always
Go ahead.
looked different. Like their products always look different.
But it looks beautiful.
Yeah, they were beautiful. That's why they caught that somewhere. I don't know what year it was, but somewhere in the '90s, late '80s, early '90s, they caught up to Nintendo on sales. And Nintendo wasn't dominant.
For a little
Sega
while.
actually was the king
Yeah.
for like. It didn't last long, but
Once they
they
started
ran
putting
that
out
game
Super,
for like
Super
2
FX
years
games,
or so.
once they started putting out the Super FX games, that's when it turned around. People were like, "Oh, Nintendo's so much better." It's the chips doing it, you know.
Yeah, but
Well, it
Sega
wasn't
had the
Super
throne
Nintendo.
though, because they were so underrated when they
Well,
came
they
out
came
with
out
the
first,
Master
too.
System.
They came out.
Yeah, when they came out with the Master System, it was like
Nobody
everybody was up Nintendo's butt.
Yeah.
And then when they came out with Genesis, they did it right, man. They were like,
High
yo, we're getting our
definition
respect this
graphics.
time. Genesis does
They had
what
cool
Nintendo
commercials,
don't.
man. What you got? A sword on
That
it? Put a Genesis.
screams
Put a
lawsuit.
Genesis port on it.
That ripped a hole in Nintendo sales alone. That big black guy, he probably was like 5 feet tall.
Who?
The one who did those commercials back
Oh,
in the
that dude.
day.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Remember that commercial?
That's Shaquille O'Neal.
The
doing
girl would
voice.
say, Genesis does
It wasn't Shaquille
what
O'Neal.
Nintendo don't.
The guy from the Sega CD
That dude
commercials.
had a powerful
Yeah,
voice.
Yeah, he did.
He was a
probably
powerful
like,
voice
He
in
probably
the-
was like
in the game
He probably
industry.
was like as big as my son, and he probably like with Nintendo.
You ever see that? You remember the Sega
He went
CD
in the
commercial, right?
He went in the booth and drew a mustache
Yeah.
to be more masculine. Like, wait.
Sharpie.
What Nintendo don't.
You saw the Sega CD commercial, right? Though it was like you wait for Nintendo to make a CD console.
Yes, I did
That
see
dude,
that.
I like that dude. Just like, show him the games. It's just like Night Trap and like Scotty Pippen game where it's like all F&V. I'm like,
Your tongue
Okay,
was hanging
I
out. Like,
hey, you're just
but
like,
you
wow.
loved it, though.
No, I'm not saying I did. I'm just saying like, those are all real people, man. Those aren't really graphics. Shut up and buy a Sega CD. Okay, well, you guys are.
But you know what? That FMV, that was the bomb back.
Yeah,
in
that was the
day.
future.
And that Mad Dog McCree, don't get me going on AFF.
I want to get. They got a trilogy on the Wii. I want to buy
I
it.
got that stuff, that Mad Dog McCree.
I'm gonna buy the trilogy on the Wii. It's expensive now, but I want it. I'm gonna find it.
I should have bought. You know, next time I want to do some disgrace to gaming. I want to do some disgrace to gaming
Okay.
consoles. I want to do some disgrace gaming
What
consoles.
you gonna bring?
I got a lot of disgraced consoles that thought they were the bomb and they
Should've brought
weren't.
me your Virtual Boy.
That's one.
I'll tell you one
Disgrace to gaming.
that thought they were the bomb. Game.com, which
you
we have
making
for
not-
$74.95.
Don't you make
Come on
jokes at
down.
me.
The Tiger handheld.
Actually, you know what? That version of Duke Nukem I heard is actually okay. But that's it. That was literally the only thing I heard was okay about that thing.
Well, I think we have a Sonic game too.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat trilogy.
Is that whole collection for 75?
Yep,
That's not terrible, actually.
because the Duke Nukem.
I mean,
Sonic
call
game
store
goes
for
about
prices.
30
What?
bucks.
Call store for Russ. You ruined it. Now everyone's gonna ask us for things.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, people are going to call up in waves for the Gamecom games.
Look, man, Mortal Kombat trilogy.
Kev found something else
Did
in
I
his
say
bag
it
of
was
goodies.
over?
What'd you got? Oh, of course you did.
Okay.
Of course you did.
Speaking of,
Jack Bros.
What
On
didn't
the
you
Virtual
bring
Boy.
with you?
Speaking of,
I feel like you bring this
disgrace
around
to
with you.
gaming.
His house is made out of.
Speaking of the
Games.
disgrace of gaming, Virtual Boy was a disgrace of gaming, but I do have to stand up and say Jack Brothers
that's a good
was
game.
not a disgrace.
Well, it's
Very
an Atlas
solid game.
Atlas game.
Very solid.
They only show one
Very
screenshot,
solid.
and I can't tell what the
Look,
game's
that's
about.
all you need in life.
If you bought a Virtual Boy, it would be just for that, and not Kevin Costner Waterworld. 'Cause
Whoa,
that
whoa,
game
whoa.
sucked.
What about Warrior Land? I heard that was good.
Wario Land?
Does kind of
Solid.
look cool.
Okay.
They had
so.
some solid
does kinda
titles. I'm
Wasn't
not
this like
gonna
a
lie.
dungeon crawler or
I'm
something?
not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, the cover art looks awesome. I just can't tell what the gameplay's about.
It's a dungeon crawler. I think.
Okay, like a top-down
Yeah.
dungeon crawler.
Now this is a OD to you guys.
Oh my god.
What else is in that bag?
This is an ode to you guys because I got this here at the first Comic-Con.
Super Mario Brothers.
No, the first
On the
Congo.
Sega.
Congo. Excuse me.
Congo.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Thanks for the save.
Sure.
Tongue twister. First Congo. I bought this. The first one I attended. I think it was actually the first one.
How was that?
Excuse
play?
me. I bought this from some guy, and he was basically over there. He had a little stand set. This is actually a complete copy.
Is it
It's
8
on
bit?
Genesis. It's beautiful.
Is it 8 bit or is it like the Super Mario All Stars?
This is a real manual. This is the first Mario Brothers. This is a real manual.
But it got the 8 bit
Somebody
graphics.
is dangerous with graphic arts. And so that's a near flawless
Oh,
part. I mean, if you didn't know better and know that never came out for Genesis,
With
you
full
wouldn't be able
blast
to tell me
processing for
that
the
looks
first
phony.
time on Genesis.
Look at it and look at
Oh
the
my
sticker on the
God.
game. That looks real. Somebody really
Yeah.
did that up. I'm gonna keep that forever. I will never sell it because I'm so amazed by it. Even though it's a knockoff, somebody put some effort into that.
I'm kind of impressed actually.
Huh? You know how much
Oh
I
my
paid
god,
for
there's
it?
an entire like
$10.
bestiary.
I finagled that guy down to $20.
For real?
$20? No.
$20. He could have got it. I was willing to give him 100 for that, just because it was rare. If you're listening out there, you lost $80.
Sure. Yo, actually, my friend came in. We had something not as good as that. It was called Super Mario World 64 on the Genesis.
Yeah.
You
But
see
it
that
was-
before?
Yeah, I see stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it was like a Russian hack of Super Mario World where there's no run button. You just have to get momentum like Sonic can run, and the game only pauses if the timer's on like an odd number. It's weird, and you
was
can't
really
like.
weird. Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, you know how like if you hold like when Mario you hold the button the higher you jump. This
Yeah.
game is just kind of like you tap the button. Mario's just doing what he wants, man. Like sometimes he goes up, he goes up and down.
It was very hard.
And the artwork is from the new Wii U game on it too. So like it's a whole mess up of what is this game? Like, oh god, it was.
Yeah, this is whoever did this, man. It's I
Does
would,
it have the
I would pay
story
them to
from
do
the-
other
from
stuff
the
for
NES
me.
manual?
I wish I knew who did that because I would pay them to do other stuff. For
Mario,
me.
the hero,
just to have it.
Mario,
Like,
the hero of the story.
Put freaking
maybe.
Bionic Commando on Genesis, man. If he can put Mario on, he can put anything.
Who
on.
put
Yeah.
this in here?
You know
We
what I
should
would
get
do?
City Connection.
Who put
for,
this in here?
for Sega
What?
Genesis.
Mario, the hero of the story. Maybe.
He
Whoever
maybe-
wrote it up.
Conspiracies.
Whoever wrote that up.
Illuminati.
Illuminati
I'm gonna tell you
confirmed.
something else. I would love to own a Zelda, one of those.
That would be
Just to
actually
have
kinda
it.
cool. Yeah.
Huh?
With I want that Genesis twang music. You know, like the bow, you know, you got the
It
Genesis
loads up.
twang.
It loads up a Genesis screen,
Because like
and
we,
then you start playing.
yeah. I
And
like it.
actually,
Somebody's probably done it.
the color looks better on that.
I would imagine it does 16-bit, man. Blast processing.
It looks
I'm
like
gonna sneak
it
this
looks
back.
beautiful.
This is nonsense.
It is.
That's very, very cool.
Paid $20. for
This
it.
is witchcraft, Russell.
That is. You can't look at a sticker on the game. It's just so glossy and real looking.
Everything Russ knows in life is a lie. Illuminati confirmed.
Okay, and here's
So you
here,
caught.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
What do you have in there?
This one right here, this is my baby. Like everybody has a favorite child.
What is the Mary Poppins?
Don't throw your favorite child
Everybody,
onto the table.
everybody
Yeah, you
has
just
a,
got replaced,
everybody
man.
says they have a favorite child. Mothers have a favorite son. You
hear
know
this?
that? You want to see my favorite game child?
Is it the Game Child?
This out of all my games, this is my favorite.
This is-
No,
game.
there's a real thing called the Game Child.
no.
Forget that.
This is my favorite game child.
Kevin's favorite game.
My favorite game.
Game
The
child.
Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. That's right.
Mr.
No.
Dew's Castle.
Ocarina of Time.
2600.
Sealed.
Ooh, I gotta touch it now. No, don't open it.
I'll take it out.
There's contaminants.
Still got the little.
It's got the hang tab and everything.
All right, this one I'm gonna be careful with.
Okay, I'm definitely behind on this one.
Now I think we had a loose copy we sold for like $90
What? Why is this?
on the 2600, I believe.
I guess it's more common on like.
That game last updated 4 years ago. Loose, not sealed, with
Loose
the box complete. About $1,000. That's a sealed copy.
Oh. If it breaks, I don't even want to
I'll
look
play
at
with it.
That's a sealed. Don't.
It's so light.
Why?
Mr. Dew's
So
Castle.
That's a sealed copy.
I only got one screenshot.
Not
in it, too, huh?
5200, not the lesser. That's the 26.
The 2600.
sought after one. The 2600 version. That goes for a lot of money.
That's ridiculous.
Open, that's $1,000.
So what's the seal like?
Probably get
Whatever
like
I want.
5, 10 grand.
I mean, whatever. It basically works out to whatever the person's willing to press.
I
on
have
the
a blank
button.
check to
I have the power.
But without being a crook and being just like trying to sell this thing,
Yeah.
you could probably quick sell, get about 1,500, 1,600. Quick, somebody would probably pay 1,500 for it. But I mean, I wouldn't sell it for that because I've had it like all my life. So
You're not opening that.
this is something that
Yeah,
Now, how do you come
You're
across
going to
something
college,
like that?
man.
I'm gonna tell
He's
you.
going to college. He's going to Yale.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was the youngest of 5 children, and by the time I started playing games and stuff,
Yeah.
and wanting things, I had a very giving mother. And if you understand, you have a giving mother, that means you can get basically anything you want. Now imagine having siblings who are now acquiring jobs and stuff. And I was getting stuff left and right. Let's face it, I was just a spoiled brat.
All right, as long as you said it.
I had stuff, listen, I
You
had
said it
stuff,
first, I didn't have to
yeah,
say
I was a
nothing.
spoiled brat. And I had stuff, I was overbooked. While I'm trying to get to this game, I never got to this one. I never even got a chance to open this damn thing.
And luckily you didn't, man.
I never got a chance to open it. There's games I have that I never got a chance to open because my mother kept giving me stuff, and then my brother started working, and he kept giving me stuff. I think he brought home, like, he worked at Stop and Shop, and kids would leave cartridges and toys in the lost and found, and he would, like, they never came. The manager would tell him, take it, you got a little brother, take it home. There were cartridges, and Atari cartridges in there and everything. He brought me home the cartridge of this.
Mr. Dew, yeah,
So
so you can play.
I didn't even open it. I've been a collector since I was a kid. I used to love to just keep stuff in its packaging. My brother's like, oh, why you keep all them receipts and why you keep the warranties and all? I said, because I wanted to stay like, I was a kid doing that. Like, I wanted to stay like that.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did because it pays off now. And I never even got a chance to open that because he found the cartridge and brought it home to me. I just played the cartridge. I didn't even bother opening it. I had stuff that I still
That
got.
worked out real good in your
I
favor,
still got
then.
a Steel Pitfall 2 that I never opened.
Yeah?
I never had to open it. I just kept getting stuff from my siblings.
Nice.
So it
You
helped
got, all
me out.
you got the good end of the stick. This is nonsense. I would never
I
do that.
don't know. I had a
Thanks,
good.
man.
I had a good childhood, man. I can't lie. I did. I felt bad because a lot of my friends on the street they didn't have half the shit I got.
You
I
just
used to have to
you sit
turn
there
away.
playing your Genesis like, ha!
My house was my to kids. My room was like, what was that club back in the days where you turn people away at will? What was the club in the 70s? The Freaky Club where you had to come and be unique to get in.
Knocking.
Studio 54.
Studio 54.
My room was like the Studio 54. I would be turning away friends. You had to look a certain way.
You
to
can't-
get
you
my
can't
room.
get in here.
I had 2 guys that I just let my boys. I just let them come in. This other guy I used to let him come in sometime, but I used to turn away because I knew those kids. I knew who was my friend, and I knew who was just trying to come upstairs and play with my toys, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't like a lot of people touching my stuff because they didn't respect it. They would break your joysticks on purpose, or do something stupid and vile like that just because they didn't have it,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you know.
Jerks.
Well, kids are kids. You know?
They're jerks. Because every time I let
And I
anyone
grew
borrow
up-
my stuff,
And I grew up in the hood, man, and there was a lot of jealousy because a lot of kids only came from one family,
Yeah.
one parent household, so they couldn't get the stuff I got. My father and
I
my
hate
mother
when
was
kids
together.
borrow my stuff.
My mother and father stayed together, so I got the good
Yeah.
life.
You worked out good, man.
Fortunate, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of my friends didn't, and they used to call me. You know, they used to call me. I hated that name, and some of my friends remember.
Okay.
They used to call me that name and I'm gonna say it on here right now.
Oh, Russ, get the censor button ready.
It's not a curse word. It just made me feel like I didn't fit in.
Yeah.
And I was trying to be so hood like them, but I always knew I was different. Like a little bit softer, just a little bit different. Like the things they were willing to do, I didn't want to do them. Like, you know, they used to call me Richie Adams.
What?
Richie Adams.
What? Am I missing something? Like,
Say it one more time.
Richie Adams.
I'm missing
They
something.
called me Richie Adams.
I get they call
It
you.
was a fictional Richie Rich character, the
Oh,
black
okay.
version of Richie Rich.
I got him now. Yo, look.
I was Richie Adams, not Richie Rich. I was Richie Adams.
I mean, you got your. But look what you got now. Like,
But a lot of this
Pretty
stuff,
worked out.
a lot of this stuff I had since childhood, I say about out of my whole collection, about 30% of it is from childhood.
yeah.
Okay.
The other 70% is from me getting it from when stuff was getting defunct or when things were falling out and bins, overseas, eBay, you know, getting on eBay back in the days before its prices went through the roof.
Yeah.
You used to go get a copy of freaking, like I told him today, you used to get a copy of Tron Bonnie, if I'm saying it right. You used to get that back when eBay first started. You could get a copy of that for $60. And everything, I don't know, after a while, video game collecting just started shooting through the roof, man.
Yeah.
I used to be like one of the only people I knew doing it.
Yeah.
Now, I can step into a room and there's at least 3 people in there that collect video games, man. I turned this guy out at my job. He loves it. His name's Zach. Young guy. Works in the kitchen. He'd always liked games, but I got him. I started talking and he came to my house. I showed him. His eyes opened up like grapefruits and he's like,
He's like,
so I'm going to collect video games now. Now he collects video games. Sometimes we go on little runs.
There you go. Hitting all the spots now.
Hit all the spots up. But Goodwill is a bunch of jerks.
Good.
I used-
Yeah, it's
5
going
years ago,
down.
I used to make a killing with Goodwill. I hate Goodwill now because they go on Facebook and try to match,
Yep.
which they shouldn't do because that's
It's all.
You're not-
It's all profit.
you're not Facebook. You're Goodwill.
Right. I mean eBay,
We're
rather.
They're trying to
Yeah.
eBay
Huh?
too.
You're saying Facebook, I think you mean eBay.
Yeah, I
like,
mean, yeah,
matching
did I say
eBay.
Facebook?
It's
Yeah.
one of
I'm
those.
getting
One of
tired.
those internets.
eBay. Excuse
The
me.
YouTubes.
They go on eBay and they price up what eBay start. You're not eBay.
Yeah.
You're Goodwill.
It's a struggle, man.
What about the kids that I said that parents don't have any money and they want to get them some games to play?
can't.
Now they can't go
They
to
can't.
Goodwill. It's literally
Because
cheaper to go to eBay.
Right, it is because Goodwill is trying to make a killing.
They know now.
They're cutting out. See what they got mad at was people like I killed them for like I got Goodwill before they got hipped. Before they got hip, I used to get Goodwill hard. And I used to go in there and they used to have Mario 64, Zelda sitting up there right in that glass case, and they would have them for $9, $10. I go in there and swipe them all, but somewhere down the line, they got hip to seeing too many people. Why? These 64 games go quick, especially when they got Mario or Zelda on it. Somebody in the back took a phone, went on eBay, said,
Yeah.
oh, that's what they're doing. They're taking my games for $9 and going and getting 45, 50
I can't
bucks.
find a deal at Goodwill anymore.
So, some manager in the back started it, and they called another manager, and it used to just be over here, but I think they all started saying, you know what, eBay, you check eBay's price before you put it out for sale. Because now, I could go all the way to Torrington, man, and they're doing it out there
But
now.
not
Like,
even just, I say, with the video games. I'll see because I'll look
Anything.
stuff for my house. Oh, I need a chair. That's $50. What?
Yeah, anything. Anything. I'm not just talking about with video games. I'm just saying video games because that's what
Yeah.
I mainly
Oh, yeah,
hunt for
absolutely.
when I go to these places. I get other stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's things that I've gotten from there. I'm a seller on eBay. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I look for the lowest end and I sell it for the highest end.
Yeah.
I don't sell junk either. I sell good stuff. Like I went there one time to Goodwill and I got this converter that converts the old format of video, like mini DVs and stuff. It converts it over to it converts it over to DVD
Yeah.
format. It's made by Sony. It's a little box.
Yeah.
You plug a DVD in there. You hook up your device, and it burns all the material from those obscure, obsolete tapes.
like the high
onto-
eights or whatever.
Right. It all that obsolete stuff. It shoots all your good movies, all your good footage over to a DVD, and you can basically put it in your freaking
DVD player,
DVD,
Xbox,
Xbox
whatever,
360, and watch
Look,
it.
you got all. Now you
And you
don't
watch
you
it
gotta
on a
go to
big
Goodwill.
TV
You got all
now.
your stuff now.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Goodwill. You got all the good stuff already.
But shit, I bought that unit in a box. I paid $49 for it. You know how much I sold it for?
300.
$450. Those things go for a lot. I didn't realize that those things go for a lot of money. I think it was an MD06 or something.
Yeah.
Sony burner. Those things go for big money on there.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Wrap it.
I guess we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a good long special.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
thank you
Big
for,
Kev special.
thanks for coming on,
It
Kev.
was my pleasure.
The Big
Gentlemen,
Kev.
it was my pleasure.
Right
And
here.
I wish I could rock
Paper
out.
covers rock. All right.
Oh, wait.
Wrecked.
This ain't no rock. It's a piece of fried chicken.
Yeah. Fine.
On that note,
I'm sad anyway.
Let me tell you something. Before I go, it was a very pleasure being here, guys. And
Thank you, Senpai.
Yeah.
Good night.
we'll see you guys next week, next Friday.
I'm getting you, Coleco.
Goodbye.
Watch your back, ColecoVision.
Coleco's going. Get him. Goodbye.